Wait, am I live? I'm not live. Do you know what no one sees coming? Toycat's starting so late that it's actually early. No, today I figured I'd do one of those streams, like, I guess a more normal stream thing, where instead of spending 5-10 minutes preparing, we just hop into it and we say, hi, I'm IBX Toycat. If you watch this back as a video instead of a stream, it's awful. You just watch me stand here and be like, oh yeah, I'm not really gonna put any effort into being entertaining or fun. I'm just gathering resources for when the stream does begin, even though you're here watching the stream being begun before that it has. Does life make sense? No, it doesn't, but that's not what this is about. Hello, I'm IBX Toycat, and I hope you're having a wonderful day today. We're gonna grab a lot of scaffolding, because if there's one thing I've learned from the past few streams, it's that we need a lot of scaffolding, right? It's just an essential part of the ingredient process. Also, hello everyone. Hello. I hope you're having a great day. Is it weird me being early? I hope it is. Don't get used to this. This is, again, I feel like it's an objectively worse way to do things. But you know, worse ways to do things are often more popular than better ways to do things. So yeah, do you have Twitch, says Mr. Gamer 3000. You know, we'll do a warm-up, you know? We'll have like an official start later on. For now, I'll just be like, yeah, I don't have Twitch. I do Twitch sometimes. Why is the dog from Animal Crossing so hot, says Fixed Up. Ah, you see, she's called Isabelle because her head looks like it's a bell. And that tells me you're attracted to bells. I mean, it makes sense because, you know, you're attracted to you're attracted to things like yourself. Clearly you are also a bell. Nailed you down there, friend. Hey, thank you, Greg Pop.
Toycat tax.
Oh, that's a weird new voice, isn't it? Scaffolding. Oh, I've got blast furnaces I don't need on me. And, oh, I've started to accumulate garbage that I don't need again from other projects. This isn't too bad, though. I could have more garbage. Let's just at least believe that there's more garbage available. But, yeah, how's starting early for everyone? You enjoying this? Have the last 3 minutes been fun? I've been staring at the camera. I've been doing nothing of note. I could have literally been standing still doing nothing. Would have had the same value to society, right? Did you finish the gas, says Ezra Morgan. I did actually. I think it looks pretty nice. Do you want to see it? Well, you can't, because that'd be real content. Thank you, Timeline Gamer. But a pleasant surprise, says James is a giant peach. Yeah, no, I decided to start early just to throw those people off their game who are like, it's gonna be a late Toycat. No, it's not a Toycat stream if it's not late. And today we were just minus 6 minutes late. How dare you start ahead of time? Exactly, Jamie. You know, I have to do the unexpected thing, and being late is fun because it grinds people's gears enough. Actually, no, this is what annoys me, right? Like, I have this like on-brand thing of like trying to vaguely irk people, and then the one time I do a thing where I have a silly competition, people are like, oh, it's okay if you irk people as long as it's not to, you know, someone with a pretty Minecraft cave. I have a new job so I can still pay Toycat tax. Hey, thank you, Brendan Hampton. Welcome to your new job. Welcome isn't the right word. Congratulations, I guess it'd be. Well done. Is it really unexpected if he's always late, says Mr. Kami? That's the weird thing about it, right? Like, everyone who, like, watches the streams, they chill back and they're like, yep, I know what's happening here. Oh, here's my ghast, by the way. Do you like it? Chat, give me your opinions. What do you think about my frozen ghast? I like it personally, but I'll let you have your thoughts on this, because, you know, people have thoughts, don't they? That's the biggest problem with people, honestly. Will you do a stream enhanced by alcohol, says Erland, by the way? I don't know when I want to do it, but I was thinking of doing, like, what about we farm melons while we drink melon juice? Also, the last 3 minutes of my life have been, the best of my life, says Abigail Palmer. You know what? Oh, wait, wrong one. Lovely surprise, how are you doing? Says Cutest Cat Gaming. Hey, Cutest Cat! Again, love your name, love the thing. Also, it looks amazing. Could have a frozen fire charger. Oh, you're making me think. I surely should do that. What's the last room that's been the best of my life? I'm glad you enjoyed it. But let's like start the live stream for real now, huh? Okay, let's do this. So wait, chat. Actually, wait, this isn't chat. This is aimed at people who watch this back later. For anyone watching this later, post a timestamp in the link down below. Or like post a timestamp in the comments and be like, at 6 minutes, whatever, is when the stream actually starts. Because I got myself a double happiness fortune cookie that I'm going to enjoy coming into. Oh, this comes from China. I wouldn't have expected that. I don't know why, but I actually assume fortune cookies weren't made in China. Like, food is the sort of thing you don't want to outsource. Whatever. Anyway, hello, my BX Toy Cat. Welcome back to another live stream on the internet. Today, we're going to be placing ice, but get this, it's going to be in the Nether. It's going to be absolutely crazy. You won't see any of this coming. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun because we're mostly finished now. Like, I really am on, like, the last stretch. I just need to get this, like, I need to push this past the line, get it done. And I'm looking forward to doing precisely that in today's video. Or at least trying, because, I mean, the thing about projects is it's really hard to know, like, when you're actually almost done and when you're, like, kind of not nearly done. So yeah, we're going to grab a bunch of ice, because that's mostly what we're working with today. And we're going to try and finish all the last of these blocks. And also we're going to place ice around the kind of weird edges that we haven't done already. Because the ceiling's important, don't get me wrong. But also I feel like the access from the... Like, actually, let me show you what I'm talking about, internet. Because I've got a few areas I really want to cover. And one of them is like, because I want to make it like going through the Nether. There's this long highway. I want to make it more clear this is icy from other points around here. So I think making the blocks here out of ice instead might be a great idea. But also out there, it doesn't look very icy, and I want to change that just so like it's clear what's going on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start placing ice blocks around there, I guess. Yeah, let's just start it. It's an easy place to start. We'll come back to the ceiling when I have time to like mentally deal with that, you know. Also, lovely surprise, how you doing? Says Cutest Cat. And I'm doing really great. And also Amanda Ree, thank you for the lovely cat with the, what is it even called, a party popper? I don't even know, but yeah, it's gonna be great. Also, why do you not start late? Someone actually is mad that I didn't start late today, you see? You know, you can never please, there's a really dumb phrase that I hate because it's like, you know, it's too overused. But it's that thing like you can't please all of the people all of the time. You can please some of the people some of the time. And you can please all of the people. No, some of the people all of the time, all of the people some of the time, but not all of the people all of the time. Because by nature, we are all very different. Like people like to categorize people into big bubbles and it's useful on some level. But I know I think there's this like famous thing of like, oh yeah, the biggest minority is really one. The individual. There, you know, you might be able to find people who are exactly like you in some ways, but you'll never find someone who's exactly like you in every way. You just get lucky if you find someone who's like 98% there, you know? You ever feel that? You ever feel truly alone? Also, I'm not pleased, says Chantal Exley. Can't believe you weren't 20 minutes late. I was waiting. Okay, let's just set this straight right now, actually. When it comes to lateness, like, something's only late or early if it's different to what it's normally expected to be. So I'd say a good example of this is, like, airlines always tell you, like, they basically always make you be super early, and then they're always late, right? That's the kind of system. Be married to a Latina, you learn to appreciate being late. If a party starts at 5, you show up on time at 7 PM. God forbid you actually get there at 5. You know, okay, first of all, not that I don't know any stereotypes about Latinas being late or early. I haven't heard that one till just now. I'll ask some people I know, because I don't, like, how many Mexican, actually wait, Latina would be Southern American people in my life. I'd love to know, like, how truthful that is. But second of all, it is true that, like, again, it's all about the expectations, right? If someone expects you to be there on time, it's funny because we need to have this, like, social signal for, like, hey, I want you to be there at this time and actually be there at this time versus be there at 5-ish, who knows. I'm enjoying some alcoholic beverages while Minecrafting and toy catting. I super chatted a few weeks ago. Oh wait, damn it, I got it the wrong way around again. If I get
I'm enjoying some alcoholic beverages while Minecrafting and toy catting. I super chatted a few weeks ago saying I was making a Nether tunnel. Progress has stopped before I enter new terrain before Nether update.
So, also, I'm glad you're enjoying the beverages while Minecrafting and toy catting. I actually do think, like, again, not that I can personally condone or clarify this one, but I feel like, you know, like, little beverage of Minecraft sounds like a fun activity. Definitely we've never done that before. Definitely not intending to do that at some point this week. You know, drink melon juice while doing it. I moved my entire life in 12 hours. I'm very tired, says Alcazar. Moving is honestly one of the worst tortures in, like, maybe, I don't know what this is about me, but, like, I have this genuine, like, not even, like, fear of moving, but, like, I would do everything in my power to not have to move. And when I hear, like, someone moved house, I'm like, you know, being other places is cool, but, like, moving your stuff, like, I love moving my person around places. I hate moving stuff with me, is my biggest link to that. Also, I just got here and hear the new voice, WTF. I like the new voice. It's American. Everyone can get down with the Americans, right? Everyone understands vaguely what they're on board with. Also, I shouldn't have gone this far with it, but I guess now we have. So we'll try and like play it into like we'll make the wave bigger as it goes along, and then yeah, that's my plan. We'll have the ice fade out over here. That's what we're doing on purpose. Also, thank you, Kurt, for the confusing message, and also Dubstep Girl asks if I get support cat. Will Discord and YouTube know? So YouTube will know, and Discord knows if you link your Discord to your YouTube account. If you don't link them, who knows for sure. I've had to move twice this year. I'm already over it. Yeah, I guess honestly, like, it's one of those things. If you just do enough, it stops being a big deal. But like, legitimately, I want more than anything else to like live in some other country for a bit, or like another city, like closer. I've said this before, I live quite far out. Like, I live in a outer zone of London. It's like a whole mess. I like to live close to the center, but the idea of moving my whole life and not being able to use this house again, it like breaks apart my brain in a way I can't really describe. It's the same reason I live in a cave house after all these years, I guess. You know, I never realized that my Minecraft world reflects my real life habits, but it totally does. Do you have a crush girlfriend or wife? Says Kason Spy Ninja. Doesn't everyone like have a crush girlfriend or wife? I mean, maybe crush boyfriend or husband in some cases, but like, you know, are there anyone out here right now? Do you have anyone? Is there no one in your life that I guess crush is quite a strong term, right? Like crush is like we would like to be together, but I'm not right now. But you know what? Yeah, chat. If you're over the age where crushes are a thing that exist, do you have a crush boyfriend or girlfriend? Do you have a crush significant other or spouse? There we go. Wow, I must be drunk. I super chatted twice in 5 minutes, says Erland. Thank you so much, Erland. It means a lot. I think it was only once though. It just for some reason didn't show up on screen. It just did the voice thing. It was very creepy. Homie looks like Casey Neistat. Wow, thank you. No asexual aromantic people exist. Oh yeah, you know, okay, I want to clarify. If you have the intentions of, is there anyone in your life who matches the roles that you are? Oh man, you know, that's what I'm trying to get at, you know. That's where we're trying to go. You feel me? You don't feel me? Okay, I feel that you don't feel me. That's fine. You don't need to feel me. I got a your real life habits is placing ice everywhere, says Scottish Mapper. Yeah, exactly. I love covering my things in ice. I'm just saying, look at my fishbowl today. What's that you see in there? Actually, you can't see it on the camera, but there's ice in here. I love super cold things. I just rinsed out my mouth with mouthwash before this, and this orange juice is very painful to drink, but sometimes you gotta make sacrifices for the things you love, and sometimes the thing you love is orange juice. My high school girlfriend, says Ayan Giandi. You know, the cool thing about high school girlfriend is at some point you got to have that conversation about how you're going to different places, and you got to do that thing of like, you know, are we gonna pretend we're staying together, or are we just gonna cut through that? You know, sounds like a lot of fun. Also, thank you for accepting a romantic people, says Darby Duraski. I actually think I don't know. I want to mention this just as like for a while I used to think I was like asexual or whatever. Not probably aromantic, I guess. Like, but just because I hated everyone so much, and I was like, well, if I was, you know, like whatever, normal people, romantic and sexual, then I wouldn't hate my peers so much. And then I realized like, oh yeah, it's just when you're in school, you're surrounded by a very particular group of people. And you know what? There are nice people out there. You're never gonna do those Skywalls again? I love those, says Britton Hampton. Oh man, it has been some years. That is like an old reference, sir. It does check out. But my god, is that an old reference. Yeah, I think I will do Skywars. I mean, actually, I don't even know, like, whenever I do Skywars publicly, people come and, like, stream snipe and make it less fun. Whenever I do and if I try to do it locally, it just doesn't have the same charm to it anymore. I don't know, I really think it felt like it was just this, like, this right place, right time thing. There are so many dumb things that are, like, not a good idea, but that happen anyway, and we can put that on the list. So, imagine if the ice started to melt, says Jaden Clark. The cool thing about this is the ice will inevitably melt at some point, right? I mean, it makes sense that ice in the Nether shouldn't exist the way it does, but we just kind of pretend that that's not a real issue, and we'll deal with that later. We'll deal with that much, much later. So yeah, I guess we want to place some on the ceiling here. Yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna have to do. I don't want to go over the edge there until I've got until I've got like a total of undying, because I know this will go badly for me. So I'm actually gonna put in an earbud. Oh god, just to be extra sure. But how long have you been on your world? Just out of curiosity. Says Yaha. I've been playing this world for a couple years. Wait, 2012. I think it's 8 years in May. Yeah, it'd be 8 years in May. No, wait, maybe 2000. Yeah, 2012. 8 years in. No, 8 years in May is. No, wait, 10 years in May is my. No, 11 years in May is my channel. And in October, it's 8 years. The world has existed for. A lot of people love the idea of like. Actually, wait. I just tied it all in together. You know how I hate moving, starting a new thing? That's why I love this same Minecraft world. I hate the idea of like losing everything I have here. Because there's no point. Like, all the benefits of a new world I can have inside this world if I want to. Throw a birthday party for the world, says Silica. Madison's my secret crush, but don't tell us, says Alcazar. I'm totally going to tell the capital city of your state that you love it. I'm sorry, Alcazar. I'm just going to do that to you. Do you dirty. Can't wait for this world to be 18, says Sanjay Bomb. When this world turns 18, you better believe it'll be doing some... You know, if you think I'm a camboy right now, you wait till you see this world turning 18. There are so many dumb things that aren't a good idea, says someone quoting me back to myself. Yeah, I'd say this falls pretty handily under that category pretty easily too, right? Pretty handily. When can Minecraft worlds drink? Well, in the Minecraft universe, if we assume that they exist in Sweden, because they have pretty reasonable drinking laws there too, right? Where the coat, says Liam Aceves. Have you gotten too used to the blazer? Do you need me to go back to it? Can you not last about it? Is that what you're saying? Also, YouTube subtitles don't like your YouTube name. Yeah, no, the fact that it still doesn't get IBX Toycat correct, it's one of those like ongoing jokes on the subreddit that I enjoy. Like, it gets closer sometimes. Every now and then I do the closed captioning on my own videos, and it's like, oh yeah. Everyone assumes that like, wow, YouTube did its job, and it's like, no. YouTube auto captions just will not ever get me. It's just a fact I've accepted about life now. That's just how this kind of goes. I made a list of whatever. You know, I'll get there. I'm draining an ocean monument, watching you in the Nether. Love your videos.
Draining an ocean monument while watching you ice your Nether. Love your videos.
Man, draining the ocean monument is like the OG big survival project that everyone should do at some point. It's so satisfying in the end. It's so satisfying. Have you ever duplicated items in your... Wait, I made a list of big projects during quarantine, says Erland. So first of all, I want to say, that's a cool idea. Like, if you've got a lot of time anyway, use it to do some big Minecraft stuff. And then, Lil Tino asks, have you ever duplicated stuff? I think people who duplicate in survival, like, what's the point, man? Just, like, admit you're cheating, rather than being like, it's kind of not cheating, because it's just like, it's, you know, it's fine if you want to cheat yourself, but that's all you're doing when you duplicate in survival. Like, yeah, having infinite diamonds is great. It just saves you doing something you don't want to do. But look, the point of Minecraft is is a game that exists. You know, you can contravene the rules all you like, but you just defeat the point of the game when you do. That's my personal opinion. I've always thought duplication glitches are dumb, which is why a lot of, like, there were so many million view videos I could have had making duplication glitch videos, but it was like, I don't want this to be public info. I want this to be fixed. There's a reason every game ever will patch duplication glitches, and they know that, like, on average for the users, it's less fun when you duplicate. I was an avid Java player and I switched to Bedrock. You've turned me. Thank you, Toycat, says Izzy Rempart. Man, I always wondered, like, how many people there are out there that, like, oh yeah, they switched to Bedrock after a certain amount of time. Because especially, like, I'd say the biggest reasons still probably are, like, play Minecraft where your friends are at. But if you don't have friends, then welcome to the club. But yeah, if you don't have friends, it's obviously like, well, in that case, I personally like Bedrock because of the future trajectory of it. But I just want to be clear right here in case anyone uses this as a thing against. It's just like, you know, it's okay. You can play Minecraft wherever you want. No one's stopping you. No one's stopping you. Have you ever drank straight up mustard? I have. It is, it's a tasty condiment. It's a tasty condiment. Not, like, wouldn't recommend it highly, but, like, if the mustard's there and someone says, hey, I'll give you some tangible benefit in exchange for this, you might as well, right? You might as well. So, I know the truth, Toycat, your bottom half doesn't exist. What if I'm actually disabled? You ever consider that? Now that comment's offensive. Yeah, got you there, friend. No, Also, I haven't called stream in months. Hope you're staying safe. King says Yachty. Hey, Yachty! I missed you. I remember your name because I know that people are like, ooh, are very offended at the way I say it. Also, Soft White Sports. Wait, I'd argue TNT doing is pretty bad. I mean, I would argue it is, but you can do you, man, and manette. Soft White Paul says, good evening, Toy Cat. I've missed the last 3 streams. How have you been? I've been pretty good. I've been, I thought I'd be, like, doing really badly by now. But I think I'm, like, ready for... I know, I feel much better about things now. Like, I was... At this point, I honestly assumed, like, oh god, yeah, I'm gonna be a madman because of the lack of traveling, exercise, etc. I feel like I found a slightly better place of it. Like, my diet sucks, but everything else about me is, like, good and centered and feeling great, ready to face the world ahead of me. Which is cool, more than some people can say, which is something I guess I'm fortunate for. But yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. I'm hoping to do excellent. That's my plan. Where is the square, says XR Gamer? Just for you, XR Gamer. You know what we get today? We get this thing. There we go. The beauty. The beauty. But yeah, I've been trying to like just like work out like, okay, what things would I want to stop traveling for anyway, and like kind of like I guess I just tried to take advantage of the situations that you get thrown into, and if you can do that, you'll do a better job than being upset about them. More money for you because you remembered me, says Yachty. Of course I remember you, Mr. Yachty. With a name again, with a name like that, how could I forget you? By the way, please never ask me if I remember you. Anyone else out here? If you're like, oh, if he remembers him, it'd be a great idea to ask if he remembers me. Please don't. It's more fun if I naturally remember you, and just because I don't naturally remember you, it doesn't mean I don't. But asking is the most painful thing you can do. Thank you very much. Okay, glad we got that out of the way. From 1 to 10, what's your favorite color of the alphabet? Thank you very much for the super chat, Fire Bunny. I find that hilarious and unique, and no one has ever said that before. So I want to say, haha, right at that, because it is funny, you see, and that is why I will laugh at it. But no, yeah, no, it's honestly like, there's this thing about being on the internet. Like, I tried to work it out because in this last week, like, one of the things that has been on my mind is this like super dumb like, in a video recently, like I literally like, you know, I picked a win. Like I didn't even pick a winner. I used a set of rules people didn't like, and therefore the winner was picked via that, I would say. But yeah, basically hey, thank you, Erland. No more drunk super chats. Have a great night. Oh, I think drunk super chats are a great idea, but obviously, I mean, I'm financially profiting from them, so I would say that, wouldn't I? But no, I also wait. Toy Cat, can you get the rest of that meal deal now? When we're back to normal, you have a favorite meal deal? Oh, my favorite meal deal has to be like Boots, because Boots tells you 1, like how much value you got, and 2, they have like the best out. Like I get myself like a £3.25, usually a triple pack sandwich, but sometimes like a all-day breakfast or something, or sometimes like a wrap or like a pasta bowl, and then you mentioned before you remember me, and for that reason I've been avoiding changing my username because then you won't recognize me anymore. That's the honest tragic thing. Like, it's hard when someone says like I've changed username, my brain doesn't like associate that so perfectly, which is a tragedy, I guess. But at least it's a tragedy we're all aware of. You know, tragedies we're not aware of, those are the real tragedies. It's just no one knows their tragedies, which means they're kind of less tragedy. Anyway, do you remember me? You can't tell me what to do, says Jamie Seguenas. You know, I'm gonna deliberately forget you now. Jamie who? Jamie Seguenas, yes, Seguenas. Yeah, that's your name now. Yeah, you can't tell me how to do anything either. Also, people are making controversies because they're bored. Yeah, but like the thing that annoys me about it is that like it's this reminder of like, man, people can react to things in super out there ways, and you have no way of knowing or controlling ahead of time. And even when your brand is like super unpredictable stuff, people will still be shocked if it's not exactly what they expect. Like people, when they watch a video, they're kind of like expecting a thing ahead of time. And it kind of upsets me as someone who's like, you know what, I want to do dumb things that you're not going to enjoy. That's part of the fun, right? And we're like, no, I want this to be, oh god, can I break that? Okay, I can. I don't know, basically I'm just having like It gives me like this crisis of like, oh yeah, the internet can rally against you for the dumbest things anytime they feel like it, and you just gotta be grateful every day that doesn't happen. I guess is what I'm saying. Like you think you have a group of people who like are out there, got your back, and then like 20% of them will like turn against you on a dime, on dumb things too, and it generally like hurts my sense of self. Hi, do you remember me? Says Fire Bunny. No, bad Fire Bunny, bad Fire Bunny. Disagree, vetoed. Will the Nether update affect your Ice Nether? Says hi, what's up? It doesn't affect the Ice Nether yet, and I don't believe it will anytime soon. I hope I'm not wrong about that though. So we're gonna place a bit of ice here because it'll make all of the gravel fall. Oh, there's blocks down there. That's nice. So we'll just kind of ice up all of this, and that'll be great. And then since we've only got a few more blocks of ice left, we're gonna. Well, actually, will this gravel fall down too? Oh, geez, it will. That is scary to look at. Do not like seeing that, honestly. Hello, King. What is your favorite block? Grace Bianchi. As much as I like being referred to as a king, I mean, I know it's internet slang, but I like to be like, you know, I am that regal. I'm basically related to all the king people. Like, I am at some point in the line for the throne. So thank you for addressing me by my soon-to-be title. But more seriously, what's your favorite Minecraft block is a bad question. Vetoed. I like ice. There you go. You know, this is... I'm trying to, like, work out the protocol for, like, questions I don't want to answer because they're not going to reveal anything interesting. I think making up an answer on the spot is going to be my new thing. Like, you know, how'd you get the name IVX Toycat? You can Google it, or I can give you a fake answer if you give me a thing. Also, you mean good Fire Bunny, says Fire Bunny question mark. No, I mean bad Fire Bunny. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Also, Toycat as yes says hi, what's up? Hey, hi, what's up? See? That's someone with no ulterior motives. Just a desire to let the world know that they think that Toycat is in fact yes. And that's something I like. Also, the Tesco Peri Peri meal chicken deal with cheese and bacon bites and a smoothie is a goat tier meal deal. I will say, Tesco, I think, has one of the weaker meal deals out there. Like, it's not as weak as Sainsbury's. Sainsbury's is disappointing. But whenever I get a Tesco meal deal, I feel good, but I just, you know, it's not on the same level as the Boots meal deal. Wait, thank you very much, Hidden Dragon, for the Toycat tax. Also, good evening, Toycat. Hope everything's going well. Here's my tax. Thank you, everyone, for being so nice with the Toycat taxes today. Toycat's alright, I guess, is alcohol. Okay, demoderated. Let's remove that blue tag right now. But yeah, so I'm definitely like, I'm a big believer that the meal deal has to come from, you know, Tesco has an okay meal deal, and I'll go there because there's a lot of Tesco's. But otherwise, who knows for sure. Wouldn't you think that everyone at some point is in line for the throne? Yeah, because of how exponentials work. Wait, actually, can we talk about counterintuitive facts about people being born? Because there's so many of these that I know that, like, they sound like they're fake, and then you look into them and they're real. And because there are so many fake facts out there that, like, you know, it's hard to work out what's just counterintuitive, what's real. So let me share one of my favorites with all of you. And that is probably the... Also, I think I should, like, make this stone all the way through, maybe. I'm not too sure what I'm doing here, actually. You know, we'll work it out as we go along. For now, let's just put some ice in the ceiling as well. And then we'll work out the rest later. I love you, Toycat, says Aaron Van Weil. Thank you for loving me, Aaron Van Weil. And someone asked, by the way, if they should use YouTube or the Streamlabs thing. The Streamlabs is obviously preferred because 100% that goes to me. Whereas if you use YouTube, YouTube gets 30% cut. But if you think YouTube deserves some extra money during these trying times, I mean, like, I don't blame you. It's just most people don't love corporations more than people. But I think it's valid if you do. You know, I think all opinions are valid, except bad opinions. There we go. That's what most people really think about opinions. Okay, last one. Have you gone 100 levels, says Erlan. I think that'd be a fun project, honestly. No, wait, I think I have from killing the dragon. Like, I would love to do something along those lines, like the 100 level challenge. Actually, wait, we can work out right now. Minecraft experience. Oops, I did the wrong thing. Minecraft experience per level. And then you can see, so if you want to get to level 30, you need to have 1,395 XP. If you want to get to level 40, you need 2,920. if you want to get to level 100, it's 9 times current level minus 158. So you need 9,000. No, you need 8,842 experience. Or in other words, you need to get to level 30, but only like 7 times actually. We should do that actually. That might be fun. Should we do the 100 level challenge? 420 level challenge? That sounds like a lot of fun. You're god tier amazing. Also, how's your evening? Says Shark Boy. Thank you, my evening's going great. Also, you're sassy today. I'm here for it, says Pygor. A lot of people use that as like a way of working out how good or bad my day's been. My day's going well. Just sometimes I'm like... I guess what it is, honestly, is like... the interesting thing about streaming that makes it different to like hang out. Because some days, streaming is literally just like, let's hang out with some people I enjoy the company of. A lot of you here, I enjoy hanging out with. But the thing that makes streaming so different to just like hanging out with a friend or whatever is that streaming here is like a lot of people who don't like you, or even people who do like you but like don't want to show it or that don't enjoy showing it and instead they prefer doing this fun game where it's like, you know what, my way of showing love is by being a dick. And you get like this weird mixture of people that like you want there and that you kind of don't want there. And some days you know like the mixture is kind of different entirely every day. It's kind of fun though. It's kind of fun. So I'm rewatching in 2012 when I was 7. How the years fly by. Does that mean you're 15 now? That's still pretty crazy. Like 1 being 7 all the way back then, and 2 being 15 now is like it's not the age I expect. But welcome to the club anyway. I hope you enjoy your time here. I feel like this looks significantly worse than I was imagining. I think we shouldn't have done this. Should we use packed dice instead? I don't want to break this all down, so we'll use packed dice for the ceiling maybe. Oh god, yeah, we need to get a pickaxe. Sad goat noises, says Fire Bunny. You know what? Sad goat noises to you too. Also last one. Yeah, I think 100 level challenge is a really fun idea, right? Like, I guess I'd probably do it by farming villager experience. I'm not even too sure. I don't have like a great way of getting level 30, let alone a great way of getting up to level 100. But I think getting 100 levels would be like I think it'd be a fun challenge, like teach you about the value of Minecraft levels or something like that. Maybe it'd be a fun stream, like get to 100 levels or die. If I die, I have to give $100 to a charity I disagree with. 100 is easy, trying to get to 500. There's always someone who's like, what if that, but like more? And it's like, you know, I guess we could do this infinitely, couldn't we? First ticket tax from me. Hell yes, says Rat Lavera. Rat Lavera, I'm glad you're infused to pay the ticket tax. I love to hear that. I love to hear that. Oh, I've got snow. I can finally finish this wall over here. Where's the snow? Where's the snow? Oh god, I had snow. There's the snow. It's got its own little barrel. That's nice. We can finally finish this wall over here. It's been bugging me forever. We can just finally snow this thing up. Just remove all the non-snow blocks, or rather, cover them up. Because all good, like with all good things, instead of getting rid of it, you just cover it up. Just like insert big event in US history from 2001 here. First ticket tax from me. Oh yes. Also, hi fam from South Korea. It's ATM here. Love your videos. Says 2 South Korean symbols I don't know. Oh, that's so cool that I have a fan in South Korea. I almost don't believe it, you know? Like, I think I've said this before, like I'm a skeptical person. I'm secretly here just like, I don't really have a fan from South Korea. That's just someone pretending to be interesting. They're role-playing as a South Korean and it's not working on me. But, assuming you are actually from South Korea, that's really cool. I think that's amazing. I've been like, one of the places I want to go first as soon as this is all over is South Korea. I've been like looking into videos a week. It's been like, it's like an obsession of mine recently. Because I want to go, I wanted to visit Seoul anyway, and now I'm like, oh, how long would it be? Thank you, King Greeny. Have any tips about stopping world corruption? I feel like corruption is so built into human psyche. Like, you need to have so many systems in place to stop corruption. And the problem is once, like, you need to have a lot of, like, things that people don't want. And all the people who benefit from lack of corruption, also it's just easier for them to just, like, I know, like, all the things that you would fix corruption to deal with, you could also just deal with by, you know, using the corrupt system to your advantage. Oh god, I was gonna fly down here, but this goes nowhere. That's dumb. So I think this connects to the... Oh god, we're trapped in here, aren't we? I guess we'll just make a little hole through here. Yeah, that's the best idea I've got. Just make a hole through here. Get some nether brick. And now we're in the regular nether fortress. Throw the nether bricks away. Oh, we've got a bunch of saddles that we haven't picked up. That's nice, isn't it? And now we'll run around here. Oh god. I forgot what a mess the under fortress was. But yeah, we just gotta find a way back up to the top one. Because there's a nether fortress under my ice nether fortress. Who would have figured? So I'm gonna have to make a leap of faith right here. I can't bring myself to do it. I physically cannot. We'll just go this way around instead. And then we'll fly up from here. Nope, we'll fly up from here. Okay, we got the ability to fly. My leech is ready. Leap of faith. Oh, okay. I'm so nervous about my totem undying. So here's my frozen ghast again. Do you like it? Hi, big fan. How are you doing recently? Says Jacob Streeter. It's sorry to hear you're so big, Jacob. I hope that you can downsize sometime soon. And I'm doing pretty good, thank you, Jacob Streeter. I've been having a good time in my life, and I hope you have too, Mr. Jacob. So let's talk about counterintuitive lineage facts, because when you hear that everyone's in line for the royal succession, you might just assume that it goes all that way. It literally just is because there's so many generations of the royal family tree. Like, it goes back so far, and if everyone dies in one branch of the tree, it goes to the next set of people, and then so on and so forth, right? That's just a thing. That's just how the royal family tree works or whatever. Because there are just so many branches, everyone is connected to one of those branches eventually, or most people are. So statistically, you're somewhere in line for the throne. You can work out on average where it's going to be. And the reason that's so counterintuitive, because it sounds like, no, because like, if there's 4 royals and then they had like 4 uncles each, and like, it sounds like it shouldn't go that far back. But it's just because of exponentials. You have 2 parents, and both your parents had 2 parents. And everyone knows that far pretty simply. Like, yes, of course, Toy Cat. I know I had 2 parents, and I know my parents had 2 parents. But what you might not know is your grandparents also had 2 parents each. So you have 4 grandparents, so you have 8 grandparents, and then you have 16 great-great-great-grandparents. And this is like that, like, humans are bad at math thing, where you assume, like, so if you go back 20 generations, how many grandparents do you have? It's like this, here's a dumb piece of trivia. If you can fold a piece of paper 42 times in a row, it'll be thick enough to go to the moon. It'd be, like, incredibly thin, ridiculously so. That's why you can't fold it more than 7 times. But the reason it's true is because exponentials, they go real fast, right? Also, 7% of statistics are made up on the spot. It's true, actually. That's 100% true, Metacaster. Also, thank you, Jess Sparky. But, so Cat, why do I keep getting clapped in real life? I need to know what clapped in real life means. I need to know what clapped means. You have 1.5 million on YouTube and can't get a decent haircut. You say can't get a decent haircut, but what you wrongly assume is that this isn't exactly what I've chosen. Actually, wait, I can just argue, like, quarantine if you don't like it, right? Like, no haircut in places around it. But it's like, think about it this way, friend. If 1.5 million subscribers on YouTube is a good thing, if I'm a multi-millionaire, which I'm not, but you can, let's pretend I mean, like, you're stupid enough to assume that, so like, oh yeah, I'm a multi-millionaire. If I choose to have my hair this way, am I not the winner? You're the one who has to have their way in the way that someone else tells you to. Your dad, your wife, your mum, probably, realistically, if we're being honest, right? I get to choose how my hair is, and people on the internet seem to like it. Who's the real winner here, right? But yeah, so, if you have 20 generations of parents, like 20 generations, you have 1.04 million people who are like in that chain of events. I work tonight until 7 AM. I might be going crazy, but anyways, here's some money. P.S. Such a cute, wholesome toy cat in the thumbnail. Wow, I wonder who drew that. They sure did a good job, huh? That's what I think about wholesome toy cat from the thumbnail. But yeah, also thank you, Fire Bunny. But the fact is, like, exponentials are hard for a human brain to like properly comprehend. I mean that's actually not too controversial a fact. But it means that, one, again, everyone is linked in. Once you go 20 generations only takes what, like 400 years to go through or something like that. So over You know, and that, to get to 1 million people that are directly, you know, your parents' parents' parents, there's 1 million people within 20 lines of generation of you, which means that all of those 1 million people probably had more than one child too, which all branches down a separate way. So by the time you go 20 generations back, not only is there 1 million people directly linked to you, but there are millions of others that are indirectly linked. I paused the stream, so in 5 minutes I'm behind, but at 40 levels, and there's a lot of quests for 100 levels, what's trading, quartz mining, and emerald farm. Oh, so you've been doing it with trading, quartz mining, and emerald. I feel like I wouldn't want to use a farm. I think that'd be one of the rules, because that's like boring, right? I think without farming, that might be a fun video. I might just spend tomorrow doing that. Let's see if we can get to level 100 in a day. Because it seems pretty easy. You just have to kill like 900 endermen or something like that, right? If I did the maths right. So Cat, you can only fold a paper 7 times, therefore you can only have 7 great-grandparents. You know what? I can't argue with that maths. I cannot argue with the maths. You might have gotten me good there, friend. But also, man, it's so... I don't know why I have such a problem getting into this building. I'm just like, I don't want to break anything. And it leads to me, like, having this whole huge issue. Whatever, it's a problem. Only 900 endermen. Yeah, like, 900 endermen is, like, surprisingly easy to do. I feel like, compared to the alternatives. Maybe I'm crazy for thinking that. Or maybe crazy is that for thinking me. But also, I think I want to have a staircase around here somewhere. I guess up here. I'll do something nice. Chat, how should we make a staircase? Give me some ideas. But, like, in word form. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. So yeah, basically exponentials, they go crazy. And it means that, so facts like, did you know Genghis Khan is related, like, something like 80% of all humans are related to Genghis Khan. It's not because the fact that he had so many wives, although he did. It's partially related to that. It's just because anyone from 1,000 years ago is related to everyone today. And, like, by some link, you know? Spiral around the snowball. I mean, I'm not seeing it, friend. I'm not seeing it. Snow slab, spiral staircase. Oh, I like the idea of using snow slabs. Can we craft those? I forget how you craft snow slabs. I think it's snowballs, right? Currently, my family has a castle somewhere, which might mean I'm higher in line than you. Don't worry, I'll make Twig attacks mandatory as your queen. One of the things that annoys me... Again, I've always assumed it's fake every time I've heard it elsewhere in life. But I'll assume in your case you're being genuine. But I'm sure most people are like, oh yeah, somewhere in line there's a family, or there's a castle or whatever. That's just someone who was told that and is like, you know, I prefer believing it to not. Like, you know, there's so many... Most of the wrong facts in the world are complimentary to the person who has to believe them. What's in the fishbowl today, Toy Cat says, very orange alien. Today, there is the same drink as yesterday, but more of it, because it was really tasty. I love orange juice so much. My only regret is that I cannot be in love with orange juice. Indeed, that is my only regret. So this is where Elsa lives, says Ruben von Straten. Indeed, indeed. You could say this is a frozen palace. You know, I did describe it to someone recently who was like, "Oh, you wanna ghast like the ones in Frozen?" And it's like, well, I guess Frozen the movie is more popular than that. Also, Mochi Lama, thank you for asking how my day's going. It's going pretty well. Hopefully yours is too. Also, I miss these Sundays, by the way. I love your videos, Jazz Sparky. Hey, I'm glad you like the videos so much. I enjoy making them, so I'm glad you like them too. Thanks to your good content and incomparable humor, there's a significant chance I will not get nearly enough sleep tonight. Thanks a bunch, says I should be asleep right now. You know what? Honestly, you secretly don't want sleep, right? Like, if you really wanted sleep, you'd be getting sleep. But instead, what you've chosen to do is you've chosen to watch Toy Cat videos until you don't sleep. Which signals to me that, like, you know what, really? Do you want to be asleep or not? I reckon not is the actual choice here. So we place, like, a block there. And then we place, like, a stack over here. We can have, like, a little basic staircase. It goes in a nice little circle, which is always nice, right? And then we jump from here to there to there. Perfect. It's a simple staircase, but it will do for now. Just to stop me being trapped down there, honestly. That's all that matters as far as this is concerned. And now we've got all the snow covered there nicely. Now let's focus on the behind the scenes of this. I think we should remove all of this with a pickaxe, actually. AFK fish farm equals no. Hours of fishing equals yes. Yeah, I think AFK fish farming's like one of those like gray areas. Like, is it Minecraft cheating? Technically no, but in all actuality, like definitely yes, right? Like, you know, you can call a fish a goat as much as you like, but it doesn't make the goat. I don't know what the original phrase is actually for. You can call a duck a shovel as much as you like or something, but you know that fish is still gonna be a goat. Long time watcher, first time Toycat tax. Toycat is yes, says Josh Reynolds. Isn't that like, that's one of those weird like memes of society, right? Like meme in the traditional sense, not in the internet and funny sense. But like long time X, first time Y. But I love it anyway. Joshua means thank you for that. Also, none of my business.
None of my business, just being nosy cause I'm curious, and for sure feel free not to answer. But you travel a lot, is that all funded by YouTube?
Yeah, I guess the thing about YouTubers is like, a lot of them, even though like some contracts, I'm actually in one, like, are like require you to be some amount of secretive. The truth is, when you're a public figure, everything is riding on you to not talk about money. You know, in the same way like at the workplace, it's best if you don't talk about money because, you know, like, oh yeah, it's an awkward thing, and like, you know, like people will only ever use it in negative ways. Like the discussion about money never leads to anything besides, you know, never leads to like hugely productive things, etc. This is why net worth is usually guessed. Like most people don't broadcast how much money they have because it never leads to great things. Like one of my favorite facts is like the richest people in the world, the richest Bitcoin holders, I think, that are like publicly known about. They're called the Winklevoss twins. They invest in Facebook and they got Zuckerberg. Fun fact. Side note though, every single day, people send them tiny amounts of money, like 3 or 4 cents, with a message begging them for money. And it reminds you that, like, oh yeah, that's like one of the best case scenarios. Like, oh yeah, people will just ask you in awkward ways and will only come to you with their sob stories because you have money to give it to them, right? So yeah, I can see why. And like the other end of it's just like, oh yeah, I seem more humble if I'm like, oh yeah, who knows how much money I've got. Sure am suffering this month. You guys want to give me more money? Oh, if I don't have more money, I might starve to death. But I prefer the honest end of things and just being like, hey, yeah, I am quite successful from this whole YouTube gig, and I do fund my travel with that. Like it almost is like the first thing I realized I could do. Like when I first looked into like going to like a European country, like I was like, oh, it's £5 to go to Denmark. Why would I not? And at this point, like traveling is one of the best, like, because Minecraft and, you know, YouTube stuff that relates to it, like playing games and making videos about those games, it's one of my favorite things to do. And so like when I'm at home, I'm like inherently tied into it. I like travel as like a relief from that, and that's why I use YouTube specifically to fund travel, is what I'm saying. I think I'd say I'm like more successful than the average person as a result of YouTube, and I like that. And there are some people out there who will be like, oh yeah, that's cool. And there are a lot of people who hear this who are like, so what you're saying, Toycat, is you're a filthy money beg. You know, you want other people's money when you have, you know, this. And then, I don't know. But yeah, I personally think, like... Also, thank you, here's some money, because I know without my pound, you're starving. See, exactly. Thank you so much for the money. Again, without that £1 from Jessica Forsyth, I just would not survive to the next day. And that's clear for everyone right here, friends. I watch your videos on your second channel about earnings. You basically said it's barely enough to live in London. I said the second channel, right? Like I said, like, if you have a channel that has about 100,000 subscribers or 1 million views a month, you could, like, survive where I lived. But on this main channel, I earn more, obviously, because obviously it's a bigger channel. But if you want to learn, more about the inside workings of YouTube, I can't share the exact details of this channel, but I shared my second channel over on the second channel. Who would have believed it? Also, thoughts on Sunny D. I saw it was banned in the UK. Not sure if it's true or not. So Sunny D is not banned in the UK. Also, I kind of want to kill these zombie pigmen. Is there a downside to just one-hit killing them? I don't think there is. Oh, if you one-hit kill them, it doesn't annoy the other ones because you didn't technically damage them. Now there is a fun fact. I kind of want the gold nuggets, but not bad enough to deal with this. But, oh, thanks. It was really interesting to watch, to be honest, as PN. Yeah, I feel like with every profession, everyone is out there, because there are so many downsides of sharing the money side of things. Most people don't, because it seems more humble not to. You know, like, for instance, most YouTubers, the biggest gaming YouTubers, can't seem like, or like, not even gaming, like vloggers, they can't seem like they're people, like, you know, like, oh yeah, they're not relatable if their biggest problem is whether they should get the gold-plated taps or the steel-plated taps, right? I'm trying to pick up dumb rich people problems that I don't have. But like, so you've got everything on you to just say nothing about it. Like, it's not a conversation that goes anywhere productive. But I feel like as far as public knowledge goes, it's like so much better to have it out there in general. So I always do my best to like disclose and help. Because a lot of YouTube, well, health froze over, but give my brother $2,000. In seriousness, Toycat, thank you for your amazing work. So enjoyable. Thank you, Master Alex. Sunny D is kind of banned in the UK, but also not. It's a long story that basically equates to Sunny D sucks in the UK. It doesn't taste like Sunny D. It tastes like super weak sauce. Is the simplest explanation of that one. Erland, I spent £30 on Minecraft YouTuber. Not the worst thing I've done while drunk. Got any fun drink stories? I've got too many fun drink stories that I always have to like self-censor and work out where the gaps are. And like, you know what? The one about peeing on a church, not gonna play well. So you pretend that's a joke and go, haha, of course that's a joke that I made up right now. But yeah, I'm always like cautious of like the drinky stories. But yeah, I'm glad that you're having a good evening, Mr. Erland. I hope it's responsible, and there's no driving and/or, I guess honestly, playing Minecraft. Like, as long as you're not in the Nether or the end, then that's safe, I'd say. Also, Dank Magician says, thank you for uploading as frequently as you do. You're the only good form of entertainment I've been watching during this whole quarantine. Clapped is basically getting F. Oh, okay. I get it. You know, I get getting clapped now. I enjoy clapping those around me, is what you're saying. I don't know how you can go for that. Man, why are there so many zombie pigmen here all of a sudden? Like, 4 of them spawned in just this little area? Oh no, okay, that's bad. Huh, they don't actually care about that, it seems. Yeah, there's just so many of them around here. I guess we'll get their drops just because, like, the gold nuggets will add up. And my gold farm doesn't work until... it might start working 1.16, but it doesn't work right now. It's a whole problem I have with the world. But, thank you very much, Ice Maiden. At one point, Sunny D was banned because of the amount of E-numbers, but that's not been the case for many years. Kind of like Blue Smarty. Hey, Senpai. Oh, yeah, I heard the thing about the Blue Senpai, but it's funny. There are so many urban myths that don't, like, even when they're empirically provably wrong, it's so catchy that people believe it, even once you can prove it. Even once there's no evidence suggesting it's true besides the people saying it. Like, I've heard so many of those rumors where it's like, no, I went to the store. Blue Smarties are real. Here is a Blue Smartie. And they're like, oh, but it was banned. It's like, well, yeah, but your story's dumb, and it's this whole thing that bugs me. Like, if the most basic thing you could have do to fact check something you didn't do, it's like, well, how can I trust anything you ever say if you just told me a story that someone told you without even thinking if you'd ever seen a Blue Smartie in your life? Being on a church, I've done worse. Honestly, it was only like I was mad because it was like 3 AM and I'd heard a thing about like churches helping letting homeless people sleep there, and I was like, you know, I am effectively homeless. And then, you know, what's the best way to punish an organization that doesn't let you steal their cups or straws? It's the best one. So the old Blue Smarties from the 90s made kids hyper. I've actually I've heard the link between hyper kids and like E-numbers and sugar and stuff is over exaggerated. Like, this is a dumb theory, and if you're a parent, then I'm sorry. But I think honestly, people are just worse at raising children because now they've got more to do with their lives. Like, previously you could spend like hours a day looking after a child, because like, what are you gonna do when you get home? Like, oh no, I'm gonna listen to the radio or play the piano. No, you're gonna deal with the living being. But now, like, what's more fun, Minecraft or raising a child? Like, if you say raising a child, then I don't believe you, parents of the internet. Also, I found your secret channel, Toycat says Leia. Oh no, not the secret channel. Also, you did it on a secondary scene. 20 drink responsibly. Pretty want to support you. Thank you, Mr. Erland. That means a lot to me. Dumb question, are casseroles a thing in the UK? I think of casserole and I think of the, like, American TV version. But I think it is like a dish otherwise. Because I have had casseroles in my life. But I don't know if they're like... You know, that is one of those questions that I can't give you an accurate answer to. I can just say I've had casseroles. But I used to think casserole was like an American dish because it's always like, honey, I'm home. I'm going to cook some casserole. You know how it is. You know how it is. Why did you start streaming at 23, says Fidelio. Honestly, I ordered some Chinese food and then watched some YouTube videos. I went down this long rabbit hole of watching cat videos from this Japanese channel. They have like 4 cats or something. And then you watch this video about this raccoon that a guy rescued. And then you watch some videos about like, oh man, South Korea's cool. They've got a raccoon cafe. And you know how it is, like before you know it, you spent 2 more hours than you should have. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this right now. Just because like, oops, I accidentally watched YouTube too long. It gets the best of us sometimes. It gets the best. Oh, I really don't like the way that has its effect. Oh, this is regular ice. I need packed ice. So let's... Oh, we're out of packed ice. Let's go get some, I guess. Let's go and let's get some. Let's kill the zombie pigmen on the way too. Just because we're collecting their loot anyway. Might as well. It's very easy to do. So we're just gonna do it. Or we could just place all the ice first and then we could go back after we need the packed ice. That also makes sense. That also makes sense. So, where is the castle going, says Emma Swift? It's gonna be opposite everything else. I've got, like, again, I'm really loving the idea. I'm actually Korean. Here's more money, because why not? The thing that makes me most excited for Korea, this is dumb, but you know what? Traveling's dumb. Living life is dumb. Minecraft is dumb. You thinking things is dumb. So therefore, this isn't so dumb. But I love that in Korea, the currency, like, 2,500 Korean won. I want to say that's about $2.5, not even $2.5, like somewhere between $2 and $3. I know it's about £2. So, like, the fact that, like, I could take 1,000,000 won and still maybe need a bit, like, I know I took $1,000 to Vegas. I think I took a little bit more than $1,000 to Vegas. I could probably take more than 1,000 to Korea as, like, you know, money for stuff. Wouldn't that be cool? Spending 1,000,000 of something, like, and then still maybe having more. Imagine, like, oh yeah, I'll just drop 1,000,000 down as payment for something. It just, you know, like, I'll never, even in real life, like, being a millionaire is, like, less than it was in previous times, right? But still, 1,000,000 is very... 1,000,000 is an amount of money you'll never deal with physically. Even if you're lucky enough to become a millionaire, the vast majority of millionaires around the world, I have to imagine is true, never physically have that money themselves. They, you know, it's in some form off account somewhere. I'm gonna destroy all of this, honestly. I think this is just not worth keeping around. I'm gonna be very careful about it. Oh wait, I've got to be more careful. You know what? We'll let it go. That's fine. Let it go. Let it go. Something about holding it in anymore. I wasn't planning on chatting this stream. Look at me now, says Pygirl. What made you not want to chat? I've always been curious because, like, some streams, like, there's some people here who, like, every stream and then, like, something makes them pop in and be like, oh yeah, this. What was it for you today? What made you think, I don't feel like talking today? But now you are, Pygirl. You have to be a millionaire to buy a house here, says Claudia. Yeah, there's like, that's the funny thing, right? Like, millionaire sounds like it's a crazy thing. But in, like, it's the same with, like, a house in certain areas. Like, there's a lot of cities around the world, but, like, 1,000,000 is just the starting point for a house that you would like to live in. But, like, even if you become a millionaire, even if you have 1,000,000 and stuff, you never have it in cash. You'll never see what 1,000,000 looks like. You know, I spoke about something that a lot of people said resonated with them, where, like, oh, yeah, when you're young, like, $20 is a lot, or £20 in my case is a lot. Or, like, you know, actually, when I was young, 50p felt like an endless amount. And then after that, I was like, okay, you know what, 50p, it eventually runs out. Then, like, I got £2 from my granddad because he was going away somewhere once. And I was like, oh my god, £2? I went to the store, I bought, like, 8 cans of energy drink. 8 cans! 8 cans of energy drink. Think about how much that is. How many cans of energy drink do I need to drink in a day? I drank all 8, I think. But like, you know, it was excessive. I lived this life of luxury as far as energy drink was concerned. Also, first look at tax. To ask if you read Homestuck. I have not, sadly, Cassie Teeth. I'd love to, but I have not. Actually, I haven't read many books recently. I should take advantage of the whole quarantine situation and do that. But I haven't yet. Oh god, oh god, oh god. That almost went horrifically. We're just going to fly around here. And then fly up. And then fly down. Because we still left this little gap here unfilled earlier. And we don't even have the ice to, like, fit it in properly now. It's fine. We need to use this. See, nailed that. So let's grab some. Oh god. Let's make. Okay, this chest is now garbage chest. So rotten flesh, gold nuggets. Just for now, keep it all in there. I can't deal with all of this. If I suggest books, will you read them or no? I think so. I know this is like dumb toy cat thoughts, but sorry. I think suggesting I read your words is already like a big ask. If like not because I'm me. I mean, suggesting anyone should read your. Also, you build a base in Nether. I kind of have got one. I think I'll build another one just for fun, but like, I don't think it'll be too significantly different. But I think asking someone to like read your tweets is already quite a big ask if you think about it. It's already like, yep, I need you to take this amount of time of your life and dedicate it exclusively to me. But also, I mixed up textures in Minecraft for a video and ended up breaking the game. My resource pack literally broke Minecraft. That's a good sign, Bad at the Boxer. Also, chance distracting, I missed parts of the stream lol. Also, I'm playing Minecraft. Ah, you getting trapped in the whole that cost me a chat versus stream. There is a beautiful thing in that, I do think. That like, oh yeah, the stream exists and the chat exists, and they're two like explicably linked entities that also can be unlinked as much as you want them to be unlinked. I like that. 8-year-old me naming my diamond sword Sex Caliber. High quality name for a sword right there. I don't see the issue in the slightest, friend. So we're going to place ice all along this ridge. And then we'll place scaffolding down here. Over here, and we'll like build off it, I guess. Actually, wait, over there. And we'll build off to the side of that. And we'll see if this works how I think it will. Oh god, that's scary. Okay, this works. Now we'll just place a little bit of ice around here. Actually, if I start placing ice here, I'll feel compelled to finish it. Maybe that's not a good idea. But you know what? Here we are anyway. Placing ice upside down. Going through the extreme pain of placing blocks just so we can talk about them. So, YTF would you use a controller, Lamau? Says AAA. You know, I can't imagine why anyone has a different preference to you, friend. Imagine, like, someone having a different thought and opinion. I can't. Why would they, you know? Why would they not be exactly like you, AAA? I don't get it. I don't get it. No, I like controllers where I'm comfortable with. You can be comfortable with, you know, you could be comfortable with, you know, eating pickles out of the jar while your fingers are covered in cuts. That's okay with me. As long as you don't put pineapple on your pizza. I'm pretty judgment-free when it comes to most major life decisions, you know. But when it comes to your controller, your input method for Minecraft, this game where you'll play. Actually, that's a point of the thing we've said before. The like, oh yeah, because of the, like, we always divide ourselves into smaller tribes of people, and like even within Minecraft, there are people who are like, there are genuinely like Java, you know, master race people who are like, oh, you play Bedrock, more like dumb rock or whatever, you know, dumb, you know, things they actually have. Like they're like within Minecraft, we have these sub-communities, and then within the sub-communities, there are people like, oh, but you play on a phone. It's not really the same as me playing on my manly console, on my manly PC, or I guess not manly, but like powerful, whatever. Because people subdivide till the end of the earth, and it's just what we do as humans. Finally, quit your stream my day off. Hope everything goes well per usual. So as yes, says Biscuit. Oh, people from the Philippines, my 5th largest demographic recently. I've been trying to work out why. I've been trying to work out, like, what have I done special? I dated a Filipino girl, like 9 months ago, maybe. Do you think that's what it was? Do you think as soon as I did that, YouTube's like, you know what? Clearly you are cool with the Filipino community. We're gonna start recommending you to them. Also, listening to the Gas every now and then, they say bicycle. That's not true, but there's nothing stopping you believing it, and that's the cool thing about the universe, friend. So let's jump off here. Okay, that's dangerous. Let's be very careful. Soft white paws, that brought me physical pain. The idea of eating pickles straight from the jar of cuts all over your fingers. So, you know, on the stream where I made the vegan burgers, I actually, I totally may have done that by accident. My hand hurts so bad. You can't even believe. You can't even imagine. I think it's impressive when people play on phones because the screens are so small. I feel like it'd be more difficult. Yeah, a small screen and having to cover most of the screen of your thumbs. Imagine this right here. Wait. Imagine this. If this was a phone screen, this would be the size of your thumb. Like, all of this.
Okay, for Real's last super chat, I've been watching for years and really like your videos. Hearing you talk about random stuff gets me through my hours of mining in Minecraft.
That's so awesome. I'm really, it's, I love it. A lot of people seem to be saying this is like, oh yeah, like, the chill and talk is something that really, like, fits me. And I love that. Like, I feel like, you know, although, like, podcasts can, or, like, you know, like, videos can be watched as a standalone thing, I love that they can help people through the parts of Minecraft where they're like, you know what? It's fun. Because there is this beauty. I still, you know, I've been doing it for years, since literally, like, 2013 or something like that. But I still can't put into words why playing a game is satisfying, watching YouTube videos is great, but when you find the perfect game YouTube video combination, or, like, podcast combination, where it's like, yeah, you listen to the thoughts, you do a thing, and you can do both functionally, because there are some games you can't play while watching YouTube videos, like, you need 100% focus. But when you find that perfect mix, it's just so good, you know. It's just like, yeah, I've found my jam. I found a good spot in the world. Like, I don't know, I used to like really enjoy playing zombies while listening to a podcast, because so much of that game is just repetition, right? Just doing the same thing over and over and over again. And I was like, oh yeah, this was like a good spot. And there's been so many games since then where it's just like, oh yeah, having a, you know, doing two things at the same time. It's just like, it just zooms. It just fits. So yeah, I'm glad that is a thing for you, Land. I'm glad that you enjoy that, and that gets you through your mining days. Because I like mining, but I totally understand there are a lot of people that are like, you know what, I'd rather kind of not, but also, or like, you know, it's like, maybe even you like mining, but also it gets a bit monotonous. I'm glad my videos are there for you, friend. So, Cat, also, you're the perfect YouTube Minecraft combo. Says Claudius and Stacy. See, these are the wholesome messages we need today. Just a nice, you know what, thank you very much. It means a lot to me. Also, Brody Privet, welcome to the membership club. I see you become a support cat, which is way better than a cheap cat. Don't you trust those cheap cat fellas out there? But no, thank you. Welcome very much. Welcome very much. You know, why isn't that a phrase? It's funny, like, I saw this, like, thing about English recently where, like, there's so many things we say that don't make any sense, but just make sense because they're, like, part of the scripted conversation. And so even though, like, you know, thank you very much, you're welcome very much, you know, it should line up, but it doesn't. It's just one of those dumb things that when you've heard something enough, it stops needing to make sense. Do you ever wonder how many people actually watch your video? Because I never do. You're my homework background noise. Honestly, it does hurt me a little bit when I read comments like that, where it's like, oh yeah, I haven't ever watched a video. You're just background noise to me, Toy Cat. You filthy animal. And it's like, well, I mean, you don't have to be so mean about it. But as far as also, how do you get the replace block back in your hand? It's a rebindable key. It's not bound by default, but it's set to up on the D-pad for me, or middle mouse button on a PC mouse. Do I have a mouse around here? I don't. But yeah, that's what it's set to by default.
Thank you,
also, it's not set by default.
Woman shrugging.
Hey, thank you, Jess Slimmer. I missed the median skin tone woman shrugging. I'm so glad to see her back, and I hope that you are doing wonderfully today.
Net worth is weird. If you have no debt and the property value of your house goes up, your net worth could be 1 million. Also, did not like the word net worth when I spelled it correctly.
So first of all, thank you so much, Pookie Helms. Second of all, yeah, I think there's this, there's like a certain group of people who realize like the way net worth works isn't the way it seems like it does. And the big example of that is like, oh yeah, if you own something you can't sell, for whatever reason, like if you live in a house, you don't want to sell it. I mean, like maybe I guess you technically can, but like no one, if there's a house that for some reason you don't want to sell, then you're not actually worth that amount of money. You have the ability to make it, but you can't. And therefore, like like right now, I've technically, my house, since I bought it, I was lucky enough to buy a house. It went up in value about 10%. It's probably gone down that much during this crisis, but like, I didn't make that money. That money doesn't, you know, like that, if you're curious, like, something like 20 grand in value. Like, wow, look at me making astute investments in the property market. Which is actually terrible, like making 10% back over 4 years, but different side note. Because my house went up in value, I'm worth more than I was before, but I don't have any more money at all. And everyone has an example like this. Like, even the richest man in the world, like Jeff Bezos, has so much of his money tied up in Amazon shares. So anything that makes Amazon become worth more makes him the richest person in the world. Any shock to their share price makes it go down, even though he doesn't intend to sell it for whatever amount of time. He's technically worth a different amount of money. And it's like, yeah, when being a millionaire because of net worth, like having $1 million in cash is gonna feel one way, versus having $1 million because you have like everything together is worth $1 million is different. Or to put it in more like standard terms, because most people probably don't own a house. I'm very lucky, especially at my age, to own a physical location that I live in. If you, like, right now, if you own a PC, you own some form of mobile, you own a phone right now that's worth probably a lot of money. You own a gaming device, you own this, you own that. Might as well live in a doghouse like my mum, JK. Did you just make a my mum joke, like, about your own? You know what? Power to you, the noob. Power to you. You know, wait, no, there's so many things. Also, will you judge my name? It says Coles. Your name sucks, Coles. I'm sorry to break it to you. It just spelt so horrifically. But like, if I had $1 million, I could buy someone's net worth is $1 million. Exactly. But like, you have a lot of things around you that are worth money. But if you haven't even thought about selling them, let alone, you know, actually want to, then do you really have that as value? Like, the problem with humans having value is like, certain things are just liquid cash and equivalents, but a lot of things precisely aren't. Like, if you own a guitar that is a one of a kind, like you know the idea of like priceless art. There is art out there that is worth so much that you cannot put a price on it, but it's not actually priceless. It's not actually infinite amount of money. It's worth as much as someone can pay for it, and you know, like, it's just an example. It's, you know, also the same thing of like, hey, I mentioned this before, right? I have a company that doesn't exist. Like, it exists on paper, but it doesn't exist in person. Don't ask me why I have this company. Just accept that I do. So I have a company in the UK, and it has I think 10 shares or 100 shares or something like that. If I say that the share is worth $1 million, it is worth $1 million. But if I try to cash out all of my shares in this company that has no value, then I'll realize that it's actually worth nothing. Because the value of something only makes as much sense as someone else willing to buy it. If no one is willing to buy something, like, you know, you can pretend your house is worth $1 million as much as you like, but if no one wants to buy that house for $1 million, is it still worth $1 million? If you buy a house for, you know, X amount, and then you assume it, you know, that, I don't know, a lot of, especially, really, like, a banana has a really fixed value, because if you can't, like, so many places will buy a banana, there's so much demand for bananas, that if you want to get rid of a banana, you easily can. Same with, like, cash and, you know, like gold. If you want to sell your gold, someone will buy your gold. If you're talking about priceless art or a specific niche house or, you know, shares in a company, they don't have value until someone can buy those things. It's one of those, like, weird facts about, like, you know, things don't really exist in the world. Is what I'm basically saying here. But, like, for real, you know? But, like, for real. Thank you, by the way. Also, I think I missed the noob. Will you have... Oh, no, I did actually answer the noob. To get you make a podcast on Spotify. Honestly, ignoring the whole, like, monetization aspect, because, like, I don't know how that works out. I can't work out how podcasts draw in new listeners. And that's the biggest part about YouTube that I like, that a lot of people choose to stop watching my videos every day, or YouTube stops showing it to them every single day. But there's new people to replace them. If you can't find new viewers, anything is doomed to fail. If you cater to an audience that already exists, you can only live for so long. You always need to find new people. Unfortunately, on YouTube, that's still possible. There are still people who want to find Minecraft, thankfully, all of these years later. But yeah, without the opportunity to grow, any platform is doomed, is what I'm basically saying here. Oh, I do not. Makes me uncomfortable. Makes me very uncomfortable. Okay, we'll place a block there. Grab some more pack dice to place there. I think we'll just break this block down, honestly. There we go. Place some pack dice over there. And now on top of it, look how nice this is. Very nice is the answer. And now we just look over there and we fill in the gaps. And we've done this little corner, besides the ceiling, actually. That needs to be done. So I can't just touch his face. I have broken the rules. I have broken the Corona rules. I'm sorry. I'd like to apologize.
Your content has been so awesome lately. Always love watching.
I've been enjoying making it a lot recently. Like, actually, whenever I make a video that's like a lot of effort, but I think people will enjoy, like the Netherite, the video about going to the Nether in less than 30 seconds. There's like this intense stress during the making of it, and then it's like, but now people can just enjoy the thing. I'm glad that you are one of the people that enjoyed it, Edward Partlow. It's always terrifying being a YouTuber. And, like, I have this non-stop. I don't know if this is like just YouTube or if this is like any creative endeavor. I have this non-stop thought of like, this is all garbage. Why does anyone ever watch it? I hate it all. I need to make it better. And it never ever leaves your head fully. You can just get better at dealing with the fact that like some people like it. You know, I don't know why people like this garbage, but they do. And that's the best I've ever been able to get to so far. But yeah, to anyone who does like my garbage, thank you very much. I try my best to make it not garbage. And I don't know how successful I am. Never Iron Ore says XP Supernova. I think deliberately not having Never Iron Ore is a choice. Because like, the Nether has gold far more than the Overworld. So the Overworld has iron more than it has like things. You get quartz in the Nether, you get iron in the Overworld, and you get gold in both. Is the kind of like way you can see that. I love you, garbage, Salcazar. Thank you. Yeah, same with the countries video, right? Like that video was like so many hours and hours and hours of work, and then it's just at the end like, oops, I might have offended the wrong people in the right way, in the wrong way. And then also like the video was only 5 minutes when it was done, and I was like, oh god, this is a tragedy. It's ruined, you know? Like the whole concept is gone. Also, like, you know the Monday video, like, oh yeah, it's only really brought to life every now and then. But like, oh yeah, all it takes is people not liking a certain thing, and it's all gone. Best garbage I watched on YouTube, says Tiffany. Thank you, Tiffany. Means a lot to me. I'm glad you enjoy that. I'm glad you think that the garbage is at least of a high quality. But by the way, here's a fun one for you. Calling it garbage is like garbage is American, right? Like there's a garbage can that you put your trash into. In the UK, we call them bins or litter bins. I guess litter would be like things you put on the ground, and then we call it trash. No wait, we call it rubbish that you put in the bin. And there you go. Look at that. I've basically Americanized for you. Even the way I describe how bad my stuff is American. That's how I'm basically Americanized. I didn't see an issue with that video. I didn't see issues with lots of things. I think the reality is like, you can poke a bee's nest with, because like, okay, it's you know the 99. It's like the 99-1 rule. So 90% of people who enjoy something on the internet will never interact with it. they'll watch it and move on. This is true for my videos too. It's true for these live streams. Most people, like right now, just to prove it, if you haven't commented a single time on this stream, right now, like direct me to you, please leave a comment right now to prove a point about how many of you have been watching this whole time and haven't, you know, commented or liked or actually engaged with it. Because I think there's going to be a huge flood of people. I paid $5 to say this new voice sounds like a librarian, says Grace Bonacci. It's $10 minimum to text-to-speech. I'm so sorry, Grace. I feel like I've let you down. So now there's a sea of people. There's like 30 people flew in within like half a second there. I will prove. Thank you. Thank you for proving my point, internet friends. See, like, it's staggering the number of people, right? There's like huge flow that makes you realize like, oh yeah, turns out a lot of people don't interact on a regular basis. And that's okay. Like, you're not forced to. That's a key thing. But because there's 90% of people who aren't interacting, all it takes is something to make 10% of those interact. And because, you know, 9% of people will like something, or they'll occasionally, you know, do something like that. It's the 1% of people who actually comment and engage with something that really keep it alive. Do you think Minecraft will be an Oculus Quest? Is it not an Oculus Quest right now? I don't know much about Minecraft VR. I'm getting VR soon.
Thank you for existing, you make. I've been going through a rough patch recently and your videos have helped me so much. I'm forever grateful. Toy Cat is yes. Also, next time you come to America, do you want to take DMT with?
So not that I'm like a DMT person anyway. I mean, not that I'm like a drug person, honestly. The idea of taking DMT of a stranger sounds like hell. Not that you are, not just for you, but like for anyone out there. I've had some experiences I could talk about one day. But long story short, being around strangers is like hard enough while you're being me and being around strangers is already a form of mild torture. Being around strangers while on some unfamiliar that's you just described hell for me, friend. But yeah, no, I'm so glad that the video is helping you through your rough patch, friend. Yeah, there's the truth is right now it feels like it's gonna last forever, and obviously, like, it's gonna last a long time. We don't know. You don't know how long. If you did know how long, it'd be much easier. But I hope it goes. I think it will be done sooner than you think. I think if you seem like a smart person based on your YouTube video picking, and I think that you're gonna get through this, my man. And then there'll be bad times after that, and then you get through those, and there'll be more bad times, and it'll be fine. Hi, I'm once again Welsh, like in your Elytra Tunnel video, says Mr. Taco Boss. Thank you, Mr. Taco Boss 360. Oh, do you show up in the Elytra Tunnel? Elytra Tunnel. Gonna go down the Elytra Tunnel. I don't know why I said Elytra. How do I even say Elytra now? I don't even know anymore. You're making me question, how do I say Elytra? Elytra Tunnel. I guess it must be Elytra, because it sounds better. You know, I don't even know anymore. But hello, I'm IBX Cat. Everyone having a good day today? I'm having a crisis about how I say it works. But besides that, everything's fine. So to go back to the thing from earlier about like how many ancestors you have. So a lot of people find it shocking that they're related to Genghis Khan, or if you're even slightly British, you're technically like part royalty. But the one I found to be most shocking about that's counterintuitive, because you assume everyone has two parents, which means that like everyone is related. You know, like I go back, my ancestral line goes back forever, because that's every single person you've ever met will have two parents who have two parents who have two parents. And because it goes into so many billions of people, you just assume like, okay, so every single person has reproduced. And it's like, well, actually, no. Some people die without children. And a fascinating fact I learned is that I like Bedrock because of the infinite world. It says epicness 9000. Yeah, that's one of the coolest benefits of console for sure. One of the things that like blew my mind. Every time I hear someone say Elytra, it's different. I'm giving up pretending I know how to say it. One of the things that like full on blew my mind was the fact that I think it's something like 80% of it's something like 80% of women will reproduce at some point in their lifetimes, whereas 40% of men will. Like, sorry, not right now. Right now the statistics are huge, but over history, if you take every like male that's ever existed, every female that's ever existed, the statistics skew like heavily in like basically double as many women as men have reproduced, which sounds dumb. You're like, no, that's not true because you have one woman, one man in every you know like thing. Silly toy cat, got the facts wrong again. But once you actually think about it, you're like, oh yeah, because I mean, like people have. Is this enough ice? This is probably enough ice. But then you're like, oh yeah, but you can have multiple, you know, like as a, it's easier to have multiple partners. I mean, actually, you can have multiple partners either way, but like, it works out that way, and therefore, like, the fact that like such a huge percentage of humans that have existed didn't reproduce is like that shook me. I was like, oh god, that means also cheese, says Antonio Amaryllis. Cheese indeed, because I was on the line of thought like, you know what? Me not reproducing, because that was my for the longest time. Even now, I'm still not 100% certain I intend to like make a child. Because again, Minecraft's more fun than having children, right? Minecraft is just really, 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 really fun. Having children, no, you know, you can't work on a frozen ghast when you've got a child on the way. That's for sure. Anyway, so because oh god. So because of that, I was like, yeah, we gotta connect. We gotta bridge all the way across here. It's gonna be a whole mess, but we're gonna do it. I like Bedrock, but the old console UI is far superior. I wish we could have the old console UI. I wish the Bedrock team had just looked at the console edition and rather than assuming it was a garbage port, actually played it for a bit and been like, oh, this is cool. We could take this. Rather than being like, ah, those idiots, they don't know what they're missing. But you know, we've gone past that. It's old beef now. I guess you could say. But yeah, like I used to think like it would be such a noble thing to die without like having, because like this is my genuine thoughts. I'm just, again, it's super dumb, but I had a lot of dumb thoughts as a teenager. I was like, man, I've gone through like some rough mental stuff. Clearly my line is just presupposed to that. I actually recently learned that it actually is. Like, I don't know how reliably this data is, but my, like, everyone like down a certain path of my family tree has had like some serious, like, they're like seriously neurotic, or they're like they're either seriously neurotic or they are like like have been to a mental institution. And I was like, oh, so clearly like that kind of like re-threw that back in there. But the idea of the idea that like not reproducing is like, yeah, this unique thing, because it sounds like it, right? There's been millions of generations of humans, or thousands if you believe, I guess hundreds if you believed in humans being 6,000 years old or something. But like there have been hundreds of thousands, or if not millions, of people who had to reproduce together to get to me, and for me to then not a single one of my direct ancestors didn't reproduce. But the reason behind that is because survivorship bias, right? Like, when you think about a subset of data that was successful, you don't realize that it could have included lots of failures that it just didn't. And yeah, so I guess long story short, what I'm trying to say is if you think not having children is a unique thing to do, statistically more humans throughout history didn't have children than did. Because a lot of people die before they can have children, like, especially from like war and stuff is the big one for men. Like, we send men to die when when men have a disagreement, they send other men to die on their behalf. So like social hierarchy was like a big thing. Just be able to survive. Like, oh yeah, you sure are lucky you don't have to go to fight because of this other guy's disagreement about this thing. People aren't sure if they want kids or should have kids. People who are short. People who aren't sure if they want kids shouldn't have kids. Yeah, actually, you know, this is my philosophy too. Of like, this sounds dumb, but like my opinion on like pro-life, because you know, one of the biggest debates in the world is still like, you know, what are you then? Are you pro-life? Are you pro-choice or pro-life? You know, because you can't be both pro-choice. You can't like choices and life. You have to like choice or life is the dichotomy of that debate. But the implication is that like, yep, you got to pick one of those twos. But like, how about this one? I am anti-life and anti-choice. I think that you should mandatorily, you know, have that baby taken out of you until you prove that you can, deal with that stuff. Like, most parents create untold... if you're a bad parent, you think that the amount of damage you're doing is like, well, how bad is it really? It's like, no, if you... One of the worst things you... In the same way, one of the best things you could do is probably... there are so many things you can do that have, like, this outsized impact. And one of the things you can do that has the biggest outsized impact is have a child and that you make into a bad person. Because not only... you could do an entire lifetime of good, but if you make a human being in the world that is worse, there's more bad than you were good, you can, like, cancel that out, right? Obviously, I think a parenting license is, like, super extreme. Like, how about it's just like, hey, you gotta come in and you've gotta justify to another human being who, like, outside of this whole equation, why should you have children? Like, what's your logic on this one? Have you got a plan for it? Have you thought about how much it would cost? Do you know it's like, we live in a pretty money-based society, for better or worse. Do you know how much money a child is? Have you considered how you're gonna pay those? Oh, you haven't, but you want to work it out along the way? No, not good enough. You're gonna have to come up with a real plan for dealing with that human being you want to bring into the world. Champ. I don't know. That's what I think. So yeah, it should be mandatorily taken, zipped out of you, because you know what, the far worse thing than killing a baby is not killing, is letting the baby spend 60 years of suffering before you kill it. Apply this logic to immigration. Honestly, this is also like, from a reductionist point of view, if you think the concept of a country needs to exist, right? Because we live in a world of countries, so countries exist. If you assume that's a given, there's no way around that one. Then logically, you've got to work out, like, who should be in my country. Lots of people want to be in my country who aren't in my country, and lots of people exist in my country that don't want to be there. The number of people who hate their country, it's pretty high, right? In every country, there's like a decent chunk of the population who would rather not be there, and there are people, especially if you live in a very wealthy country, but like even if you live in like, no matter what country you're in, Mr. Taco Boss, the last person to super chat, who said I inspired him to make YouTube videos, which is awesome. He's from Canada, right? There are so many people who want to be Canadians. Like Mr. Vigs, too. Lots Canadians in chat, right? So, like, if you were gonna apply that same logic, you'd be like, well, I mean, why don't we get rid of a certain number of people? Instead of being born into a country, you should have the right to be, like, sent to another one. One of the countries out there, I don't know which one wants to volunteer for this duty, just needs to be like, hey, our immigration policy is we'll take everyone. If your country doesn't want you, if you don't want your country, you come here. But the problem is like, the most successful countries are the ones that work on the opposite logic. Bro on Gord, you make a better podcast. Thank you, Samuel Taylor. Also, I'm drawing sexy vampires. Thank you for the background noise. It's funny, those two comments are literally, they're very far opposite, while also being pretty much the same thing. If that's not beautiful, I don't know what is. But, yeah, like, right now, I don't know, one of the things that feels so arbitrary to me is, like, the nature of being born and the things that come along with that. But, like, if we take, the thing is, like, so the reason that you can't, like, say that you have to earn your right to live in a country is because most people only are born in one country, and if you can't live in that country, there's nowhere they can send you. If we had a country that existed for all the people who didn't exist otherwise, it would probably suck, I imagine. Like, if it's made up of people who hate where they are, it might be great. I don't know for sure. I'd love to start this country, personally. Even if you want kids, giving birth, it seems inherently selfish based on the sheer amount of sad orphans on this earth. Yeah, it's kind of like, if you have a cat, like, you should adopt it from a shelter. We have shelters for humans, and people are like, oh... And I agree with that, but also, 80% of me wanting, like, the only reasons I ever think I want to have a child is for the scientific experiment end of things. Like, I don't know how that is. Australia, says Cloudy Sun Stacy. See, but even Australia, like, now Australia has, like, super strict immigration requirements, right? Same with America. Like, America was kind of like just a colony anyone could go if they want. Like, basically, there was this thing that existed for a while where like, oh yeah, if you are willing to go somewhere where you forgo all the benefits of your country, all the benefits of what you know and love. You know, there was America, there's Canada, there's like Australia, to a much lesser extent like New Zealand and stuff like that. There are these countries that exist because people want to be there, not because, oh god, not because people feel forced to be there through some, you know, the circumstances of their birth. Nowadays, people are being forced to be there, but it makes for some of the most successful countries, is my experience, right? When you're born, you get to the character customizer, says Tudu Cat. I wish that's how it worked, right? Video games make it seem too possible, when in reality it's not. The UK should give up one of their use of silence to be that country, Toy Cat, says Giovanna. But then you'd have to arrange like flights for people to get to that country. So like it'd be a tricky thing to do. Again, I'm gonna freely admit that right now. But I just feel like someone needs to do. Okay, we're gonna be real careful here. Oh lord. Hate that so much. So we lost a bunch of scaffolding there, but now this looks far better. I'd almost argue complete. I'd say that section right there. Yeah, I want to link those two things together. I think I'm gonna have to do that. So we're gonna have to replace the blue lanterns of, the glowstone with blue ice. I'm gonna say, because it glows the tiniest bit on Bedrock. It's a weird little thing. Oh lord. But yeah, I feel like a country that was made of people who like purely wanted to be there would be nice, right? It'd be real nice. You know, like it's kind of I don't know. It's even that way in like, if you think about like housing, there are places where people go because they need to live vaguely somewhere, and they live in the cheapest place around that they can. And there are places that people live because they want to, you know? They want to real hard. And the places that people really, really want to live in are generally much nicer because they, like, put care into it, keeping it as nice as it is in their heads. I know, I think about it a lot, the idea of, like... Because, you know the idea of, like, frozen ghast as Alcazar? I like it. I like the ghast. I don't see no else hair, though. Where's the ghast hair? Ghasts don't have hair, do they? Wait, one sec. Am I an idiot? Do ghasts have hair? Oh, they have like a thing on them. That is so weird. It kind of looks like hair now. I'm never gonna unsee his hair now. How does this ghast keep scaring me? It's the 7th time. Is this bunny cow? I tricked you, did I? I tricked you real good. Oh, I need to get more ice. I just realized we didn't. What a big mistake. So chat, I've got a fortune cookie here. Should I open the fortune cookie? Should we see what my fortune's gonna be for the day? I, for one, am immensely curious. Is it gonna be a good fortune or a bad fortune? We don't know until we open it up. It's a big mystery that can only go one way. Old man ghast, that's what I always see. Yeah, I see the old man ghast part of it. Why are you sunburnt and paled at the same time? Ouch, my friend. Read the contents of the fortune cookie. Aha, I tricked you. I'm not really gonna open this. No, I ordered Chinese tonight, and like, I realized I was basically doing a good thing, because I hear a lot of Chinese places are suffering, because people assume like, oh, Corona came from China, and therefore restaurants are owned by people who have lived here in the, you know, people are dumb. I can't imagine that's really true, but also I think it is, which is, I don't know, I hate when things that are dumb are true, is what I'm saying, and then this is one of those cases, I think. So I ordered Chinese food. It was very, actually it was like average, like, you know, that's, I've never had like amazing Chinese food outside of Asia, but that's, actually, no, in America too, I've had some good Chinese food. But they gave me a double happiness fortune cookie for free. I did not ask for this. I pay good money for fortune cookies. Like, I love fortune cookies. They taste tasty, and also they've got a thing there. But in this case, because this one's like a weird brand that I'm not so like sure of, I'm gonna be kind of cautious of this. Oh no, it came pre-broken. Oh, this is heartbreaking. It came pre-broken, internet. So the message on my fortune cookie is this. You are going to... Hey, thank you, Commander White.
Hello, Toy Cat and chat. How is it going? I missed the last stream, which makes me sad, but I managed to catch this one.
Hey, Commander Y, I hope you're doing wonderfully. And I did not miss my last stream. But you know what? I'm glad you caught this one too. I was just opening a fortune cookie. And I can't get it to focus. Oh, it's upside down. You are going to have very comfortable old age. I'm going to have comfortable old age. Really? That's my fortune cookie? I'm going to have very comfortable old age. You know, it's a nice fortune. I don't know if I believe it. I think I'm like... I really do think that there's something defective in me that's just going to expire early. I just have that, like, belief locked into me. But yeah, as far as is that a good fortune? I don't like it. Like, wait, chat, right now, whoever focuses on making the video after I die, because if I die, someone has to make a compilation, like, Toycat's best moments while he's alive. Can we point out, this fortune cookie was wrong? This fortune cookie is wrong. If I don't have a comfortable old age, someone sue the makers of these cookies right here. I once got a fortune that said you like Chinese food. I felt cheated. Oh my god, I would love to be a fortune cookie designer just to make dumb fortunes like that one. You like Chinese... That's so good. I like that one a lot. I like that a lot. Also, I'm drunk. My vision has been focusing for a while. Erland, I'm gonna recommend you take a nap. It's 1 AM in the UK, my friend. Also, thank you so much for... I like that. I like that. 10 out of 10. That is high quality super chat. High quality super chat. Bookmarked. Thank you, Alcazar. Someone needs to do the brave job. That is the deaf compilation of Toycat. Okay, let's grab some more ice. Ice. Ice, baby. Oh, are we running out of ice? Okay, no, we've got plenty of ice. So yeah, we've got like the last few stacks of ice that we're playing with here. So there's a way out here that I planned. Actually, no, let's try and fly out of this hole up there. Holes were built for flying out, right? Oh lord, that worked. Way better than it should have, right? Can we all agree? That was pretty nice. That was really fluid, right? Oh, that was good. Roses are red, the Nether's now ice, and yesterday at my Chinese place, I got some white rice. Who gets white rice at a Chinese place? What a disappointment you are to your forefathers, Jibei. It's okay, have you ever looked into aesthetic Satanism? Oh, atheistic Satanism. I haven't looked into most niche religions that people tell me to. Because niche religions just aren't my thing anymore. I think the fortune cookie is trying to tell you to make your own country or your hair is going to succeed from your head. That's the only thing I can take from it. I'll take a nap when you place ice in my honor. Okay, you know what, Erland? This block here, this one's the Erland block. You like that? I hope you like that. So, yeah, we're going to place some... Actually, no, we don't even place blue ice. We'll just pick up the glowstone. We could place some blue ice just for fun on the ceiling. Yeah, let's do that, actually. Where this nether quartz is, we'll replace it with some blue ice. Just because that's fun. And also, we need to go pick up this ice in a second. Someone remind me I've got some ice on the ground. Okay, that's a better thing to have on the ground. So we'll have, like, a little bluestone thing on the... Okay, this is tricky to do, but we'll do it. Hey, thank you, Campbell's condensed bean with bacon soup. You should try to be uncomfortable when you're old to prove the fortune cookie wrong. I'm going to have the most uncomfortable old age, and that fortune cookie is going to feel like a real idiot. I'm going to be the real winner in this one, that's for sure. So place a couple of blocks there as well. And then we'll just kind of like dangle down a little bit, kind of like this does. Go to that way a couple blocks. And then go this way again. And then down there. There we go. That looks like glowstone, right? Am I correct, Internet? You know, I don't think it does, but... Okay, one last block. Is that glowstone or not? We'll only be able to see later, but... I tried my best, okay, friends? I tried my best. So now we scaffold all the way up into this cave. And let's go do it. Okay, nap time, says Owen. Have a good nap, my friend. But for real, who makes the IBX Toycat Memorial compilation? IBX Toycat's assistant. I should give Toycat's assistant like access to the third channel or something, so they can upload that if something goes wrong. You know, honestly, like, I think I've said this before, like, if I die, the YouTube channel's just, like, kind of gone, right? And that's... also, does glowstone only stack up to 16? No, okay, I was... I was so confused there. I was like, I'm sure it goes up to 64. I'm like, positive. But I guess I was the wrong type of positive. So, it's okay, I'm loving the daily streams, it's amazing, says Iran. Honestly, the daily streams are like, I want to make sure it's like, never expected daily. But yeah, I've been enjoying it too. I've just been having a really good time playing survival Minecraft. And I got like really overwhelmed with the whole like streaming aspect of it recently. Actually, I was, you know, we just gotta chill. Enjoy some survival. Do it the way the Minecraft gods intended. And I've been having a much better time since we kind of switched to that logic. Okay, so now we place some blocks all the way over here. Link this up over there. There's an ugly cave that's going to be hard to get going. But yeah, as long as we have like a consistent amount of ice, all of this should work out. This stream is getting me through online economics, says Cheyenne Jones. First of all, online economics sounds fun. How about you take over the stream, Cheyenne, and I can check out your economics class? I love it. Like, honestly, I found economics to be such an interesting subject. Because, like, it's the thing that governs how everything in our life works. And we just don't realize how. But, like, I guess that's, like, so many different things. Like, even, like, the study of toilets. Without toilets, human beings kind of break real fast. And, like, yeah, you can poop in a bucket. But it's one of those, like, small conveniences. You don't think about how much you need. Like, the cool thing about the modern world is you can be fascinated by all these angles that seem like they're the one thing that make it all work, and I guess they're all correct. But, like, economics is literally like, oh, yeah. The ways that the people that make the toilets get paid, economics. The way the country functions, economics. The way the country doesn't function during times of serious viral collapse, economics right there. Economics of Cheyenne. So, Kat, did you get an economics degree in 2013? I wish I did. No, I don't know when I stopped. I guess, wait, if I'm 25 now, I'd have probably finished college at like 21. But yeah, I started YouTube like in 2009, and then like in 2012 it became kind of big, and by like 14, 15, I'd worked out like, oh yeah, this is probably the better idea than going to uni. I sometimes regret though, like how different my life could have been, but then I think like how much I would have regretted the other way around. Imagine if I never became like big on YouTube because I insisted on the university path. Like, so much of my life would have been different. It makes you think, right? It makes you think. Like, no matter what... I guess it's the thing about the grass is always greener, right? Like, you can always think life would have been different. But I think I'm living one of the best paths. I'm one of very few people who can say this, probably. But, like, I really do think I live one of the best versions of my own life. And I'm, like, grateful for it on a very frequent basis. And I think that's important, to be grateful for the things that you like. Because, you know, they could just as easily be things you don't like. But they're not. Hope you're doing well, says Michael Cavios. Thank you, Michael Caviosi. Is that how you say that? I'm not sure how you meant to say that. But I'll say it Caviosi, and we'll just hope I'm correct. Because hoping and praying, that is a strategy. Okay, so... Oh god, not correct, but fine. Yeah, if we, like, place some more around the top of here, just because it's up here. No one's ever going to see most of these blocks, but it's, like, a nice little touch, right? And then we'll go down and we'll see, like, what needs to be done most. Because I really think we're okay, let's go from the top of the ghast, actually. Which is missing a few blocks. Wait, we can make the hairline. Everyone's complaining about that, right? Let's have, like, a little hairline top of there. But yeah, I think this little section up here is kind of important. And then maybe, because like it's nice that it merges with the wall here. But I also think that curve needs to be slightly smoother. So if we just destroy all of this, which we'll do later, because I've got plenty more to get. And we go up to here. Yeah, we'll connect up to that later. But if we go from here, we can get this curve done, I feel like. Also, when will the stream end, says Giovanni Cadosso? Good question. When does your life end, Giovanni Cadosso? Do you know the answer to that question? Why not? I mean, sure, you could take an average from the last. You know, this is dumb. This is... You know, Giovanna, that wasn't a threat against your life. I hope you live a long, happy... I hope you're comfortable in your old age, Giovanna Cadassa. I hope you're very comfortable in your old age. Maybe you're there right now. You know, I thought about this again, but wouldn't it be like the idea of like everyone knowing when they're gonna die would make for a really interesting world, right? Like, what if instead of like just assuming when you're gonna die, you could be like 100% sure? Wouldn't it be so much nicer to be like, oh yeah, I've got 5, because like this is so dumb. I want to clarify, having like brain cancer or heart, no one wants brain cancer or heart cancer. But the cool thing about having like a terminal illness is, you know, like, oh yeah, I've got this amount of time left. No more work for me. Like, I don't work, so it doesn't really... I mean, I do work. I like my work. But, like, a lot of people don't see it as work, so I just pretend I don't work. I don't work at all, right? I play Minecraft for my stuff. But, like, wouldn't it be cool to be like, oh, yeah, you're gonna die in 5 years. You don't need more than 5 years worth of expenses. You just gotta get through those 5 years, get some debt out. It's probably not a crime, right? Like, maybe I'm wrong here, but I don't think it's a crime to take out debt knowing that you're not going to be able to pay it back because you're dying. I think you're allowed to do that. I think that's entirely fine. Just hide your diagnosis from the credit card companies, and then boom, what's that? Now you've got a source of money, and you can just start spending that. Wow, your life can be as cool as you want it to be. I'll give you 10k if you jump, says Mr. Piata Man. That sure is believable. Haha. No, I take 10,000 to jump. I think. I take 10,000 to jump. You're not going to, so I can just pretend that that's how that works. The UK smells like leaf water. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? You smell like leaf water. You ever consider that? See, I think we're doing a nice enough job at linking these together. Oh, let's finally remove this while we're here anyway. Boom. Drop that all to the ground. We should probably do the same with these scaffold. Yeah, we'll do the same with this scaffolding up here. Oh, except this. Oh, I kind of want to do more here.
But what about you relatives having to deal with the debt?
A fun fact, Commander Y. Again, I hope that you never have to encounter this fact. But when you die, what happens in every major country I know of, you have something called an estate, which is basically you, like everything that you're worth turns into this like big collective asset, and all of the debts are paid off from that estate first. So if, let's say I have £1 million, but I have 900,000 in debt, the 900,000 in debt has to be paid before anyone can take anything out of my estate. But then everyone else is left with the remainder. But if it happens the other way around, if I have £100,000 in cash lying, don't ask why I would, but I have £1 million in debt, the estate pays off the debt as much as it can, but then no one in your family is like liable for it. Fun fact, actually, if you don't care about your family, saddle them up with debt serves them right for being a bad family. And if you do care about your family, just know that if you die, it's not their problem. Oh, in fact, even when you're alive, a lot of debt companies try to call up your relatives to try and get them to pay. Like, it's a clever way they can make some money. But the trick is like your relatives are never liable for your debt, even though some people will try to lead you to believe that they are. But that's just the game they play, I guess. Okay, can we please reach over to that block? We can't. We're so close. But just no cigar. Wait. From that block there, can we reach it? No, like, I'm so close. Just a little down, right? Damn it. Okay, that did not work how I wanted it to. Hey, I love your videos, says Charlie D. Thank you, Charlie D, for loving the videos. It means a lot to me, Mr. Charlie. Yeah, thank you for enjoying them. It's what makes it possible for me to make more of them. I really am grateful there are people who like watch the weird things that I do, because there are a lot of dumb like experiments in there that I'm like, you know what, no one's gonna enjoy this, and then then like there are some people who's like, ah, that's cool, someone enjoyed the thing that I thought no one would enjoy. That is unexpected. So thank you for watching and enjoying, and indeed everyone here. Why is leaf water a thing for Americans? It sounds stupid. I actually don't know what the reference is. Is this like a American ad thing or something like that? Okay, place some blocks there and here. And I think we've probably done this pretty well now. I don't see any way we can do this like too much better. Again, we're not trying to cover the entire ceiling of the Nether with ice. We're just trying to like have huge patches of it done. Like kind of like it's seeping up from the ground. Because if you don't keep any of the original Nether, then it's hard to see what you've done. But if you make it clear that you've placed, oh no, I can't. I think I'm gonna have to replace the ice and the scaffolding, just to go and destroy that. What a silly mistake to make. But yeah, I also want to do the underside of that. That seems like a big mistake we've missed. Rate my username. Lightning Raha. Thank you so much for the £8.12. Oh, I think that's $10 probably, right? Actually, it can't be $10. If it's $10, then exchange rates have had a bad time since I last checked them. But rate your username. I like it actually, Lightning Raha. It's got like some oomph to it, so oomph to the name. That gets you some points. As far as overall though, I'm gonna say lightning. It's an elemental thing, so even though it's cool, it's got a tiny bit of juvenileness to it. So I'm gonna give you overall an 8 out of 10, Lightning Raha. Like it sounds like slightly foreign, but like in a good way, you know? And that is rare. Because what is both foreign and good besides the majority of nice foods in the world? Next time you're in Canada, tea is on me, says Timeline Gamer. Okay, can I share with you one of my dumbest pleasures in the world? I really like the concept of like afternoon tea. I don't know if anyone actually does it in the UK. I love afternoon tea so much. Like I only like had it because I think like an airline. There's a few airline experiences that like got me into it, and then but oh god, it's so great. You eat cake, but at lunch and sandwiches. I love sandwiches. I love cake. And yeah, you know, I know you mean tea the beverage, but I totally am gonna believe that you meant tea the like the afternoon thing, and I'm gonna have the best thing. I want to see Twiccat have a drink he actually likes. I really like this drink, friend. Afternoon tea is good. I only had it once though, says Mr. Figs 14. I want some afternoon tea. This alcohol. Man, again, afternoon tea. It is. I don't know why it's called that. It's a dumb name for what it is. Like it doesn't seem like it matches up in my opinion at all. Am I placing the wrong block? Yep, I am. Pretend that didn't happen. But yeah, I love afternoon tea so much. I actually, you know, if you want to know, because everyone has like dumb things they aspire to, right? Like I really wanted I wanted a blender forever because I was like, you know, that's a thing. And then I got one. The things I want in the world don't line up with what normal people want. Can we all accept that? Okay, we all accept that. So there's this thing I've wanted to do forever. It's the most expensive afternoon tea that I think exists in the world. It's on top of the tallest building in the world, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's the Burj Khalifa. But it's like a 7-star hotel or something ridiculous like that. At the very top, they've got high tea. Oh, it might be high tea. No, afternoon tea. Maybe it is high tea. Don't make me doubt myself. Why do you do this to me, Chantal? I thought we were friends, not doubt friends. Stop drinking potato crap, says Mage BOTR. I didn't put potato crap in here. If I did, my sentences would be much more slurred by now, friend. I assure you of that much. Let's place that there a bit. And now we can finish this off. Have you ever heard of the Build the Earth project? If so, you're participating. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Jacob McKinney. I'm not, friendo. But it's a cool concept, right? But yeah, so there's this building. It's like a 7-star hotel. You go to the top of it, and oh god, this is. Oh. And it costs 500. I think it's like 500 dinars. Or something like that. It translates to just like over $100, but it's like unlimited cake on like and it's got the best view in the country. It's like that's what I want in my life. I don't know why I want that in my life so bad, but that's what I've decided I want. So yeah, I'm gonna spend some ludicrous amount of money because that is silly money, right? Like there's no two ways around that. At some point in my life, I don't know when, I'm gonna have the best afternoon tea. And again, it's like all custom, all custom made cake, all the stuff happening all the time. And it's like, yeah, I want that. I'm gonna spend the 500 dinars on it. What even is a dinar? No one knows. Oh no, I think it's a dirham actually, not a dinar. I don't know Middle Eastern currencies, if I'm being honest with you. I wish I did, but I don't. So, Shosha Microwave says, Battier Jam. We'd have to do another Cooking with Toy Cat stream for that. I've been trying to set up a new camera for a while. I should do that, probably. And then, it's live stream time. So, Toy Cat, maybe it will happen when you're old, lol. That would be a very comfortable... oh, man, this cable just fell down. That'd be a very comfortable old age if I got to see that tower. No, my plan is to do it whenever I go to, like... I don't know when I'm going to go to Dubai, but, like, I go through it. I go through the Middle East so often anyway. It's just, like... It's a matter of time until I'm... Actually, it might not be Dubai. It's one of those. But it's just a matter of time until I'm in the Middle East for extended amounts of pleasure. And then, that's when I'll strike. That's when I'll strike. Ah! Ooh, do not like that. That's not fun. Do we eat air all the time, says Burrito Tunes? We do eat air all the time. Isn't that cool about humans? That we're just always eating air? Like, alongside other things. But still. Okay, let's stack up here now. We're going to lose all of these scaffolding forever. But it's important to be able to, like, do these little gaps right here. Ah! Oh, jeez, that is a little scary. Okay, so this is the edge. What we can stack up. We also lose all of those forever, but that's less of a concern. Are we like one block away from where we need to be again? Okay, let's stack one more block up. Now we should be able to, if we like, scoot to the edge. Is there like a... Okay. There we go, look at that, look at that. Boom. Sometimes you need like super precise block placements. And sometimes you actually can do it. And that was one of those times. Yeah, these scaffoldings get like real dicey at certain points. Okay, there we go. I'd say that's good. I'd say we're pretty much... Oh, look at that. I see some unfinished spots there now. I'm never going to be able to unsee those. We're going to have to go all the way over there and we're going to have to get rid of them, aren't we? There's no way I can't. There's no way I can't. Oh, this is pain. Sometimes you live, sometimes you win, sometimes you're in eternal pain. So destroy that. Goodbye, scaffolding. I missed you. We had a good run together. Goodbye, scaffolding. Right into the lava. There's no easy way to catch it without using more scaffolding that would then have to go in the lava. So we just won't bother for now. And it's gone. So yeah, we still got like a stack and a half, which is nice. Man, these corners, these ceilings too. The more ceilings you do, the more you notice the bits you haven't done. That's the problem with painting. You know, I'm never gonna become a painter. A lot of people in my life are painters, like a disproportionate number of them. I've always found that weird. Like, how many people... You know how I said, like, oh yeah, I love the things that make the world run? And, like, technically everything is in some level. But I always find, like, weird the number of, like, niche tasks that vaguely fit on that. It's like, I aspire to be financially stable enough to eat Sonic popsicles every day. So Sonic like the character, or Sonic like the American food chain involving roller skates or something like that? Because if Sonic the character, you know, have your dreams. If Sonic the chain, I didn't know they were famous for their popsicles. But I know it's probably a joke, hashtag turtle. But I really do think, like, having dumb goals like that, it all fits into the same narrative of, like, I want the world to bend to me rather than me to bend to the world, right? That's like the end goal of, like, I want to tell the world what I do today rather than the world telling me what I do today. And I don't know, that's just a thought I have that, you know what, it's dumb, but if you think about it, every goal anyone ever has is dumb. So your goal is less dumb by comparison. Or something along those lines. Something, very roughly along those lines. Okay, let's place the scaffolding now. Let's get the ice going. I think we've nailed this, by the way, today. I think, unlike yesterday where we were sure we were going to, now we actually have. Also, thank you, Jowie Towie. What an interesting name. Do a democratic server experiment. Democracy's too hard to enforce on a server-wide level. Like, it's more fun to have it be like, oh yeah, it's pretend democracy. Because regular democracy is like, I don't know, it's hard to really mention the real thing behind it. But yeah, democracy equals hard. Who would have assumed? It's the character that says hashtag turtle. You know, isn't like, even though it's dumb, like, if you could, that represents that, like, yeah, you can, if you believe in yourself, if you find the right thing to do, you can get to a stage one day where you can eat Sonic popsicles and watch Sonic the anime every day, and no one's gonna stop you. Okay, wait, if I shouldn't want to do this, but if I place my scaffolding up from down there, I could probably do all of this. Oh, also wait, Emma something, one of the Emmas, again, Emmas are all nice people, that is a thing we have determined here. One of the Emmas asked earlier where I'm going to place the Black Castle. So my thinking is, right now at least, is over here, in this like gap down there. It just seems like a perfect place for it. Like there's this like huge area, just like next to that frozen thing. That'd be perfect for a castle. And then I could have the snow down there kind of like merge into it. I don't know, I've got the idea. I've had the idea for a while. Who knows if we'll ever do it. All I know is those 2 blocks up there are going to bug me till the end of time if I don't deal with them. So let's go over there and let's deal with them. Let's make this all better. Damn, it's frozen. Something about letting it go, not holding it in anymore. Okay, so I need to... It's literally 2 blocks. That's the craziest thing about this. So we just stack up, and then we stack straight back down. How many Emmas are in this stream, says Status Bowser? Wait, Emmas of the world. I need you to unite together. Here's my appreciation for you doing a streaming stay. Toycat says, Shark Boy. Thank you very much, Shark Boy. How many Emmas of the world are there? Right now, can you tell me? If you're an Emma, and you're watching this stream, say hello. Tell me how it's going. Actually, don't tell me how it's going. You know what? Emmas, you're all faced with the crises of being the only Emma in the world around you. So, just tell me, Emmas of the internet. How, are you here? There's only one Emma. Isn't that it? Wouldn't that be funny if there literally was? It's just Emma Swift says hi. Is there one person named Emma here today? This is a tragedy. There is a national shortage. Also, I'm an Emily, I guess. I'll be an Emma if you want me to be. Yeah, I think you're meant to be asleep, Erlen. There are at least 2 Emmas. Okay, we got Emma Swift, and when we got Alley Cat, my sister's name is Emma. That's not gonna count. No mothers, Emmas. I'm an Emily. I'm an Emma. Okay, we've got precisely 2 Emmas today. That's crazy, actually. Like, you'd figure there'd just be more, like statistical averages and all that. But you would figure wrongly. You would figure wildly wrongly. Okay, so just like this. Actually, wait, we want to do a bit more. So we've run out of the blocks we can place in one direction, so we'll have some more scaffolding. And then place them over here. Emma Free says hello. I don't know if I believe you, Emma Free. Wait, I can actually check. No offense. Sorry, Emma, but I can actually check your username. If I go over here. Wait. Emma Free, oh no, your username is just Emma Free. Emma 4 says like usually it like tells me like who, because it gives you like a little bit more info on who did it. But thank you, Emma 3 and Emma 4. Definitely not the same person. And Emma 4 I don't know what I expected, but I am pleased regardless. I thank you to the thank you, Emmas, real and pretend of the world. You all do your duty by existing here today. But really, it's just Emma Swift that is, the swiftest, the fastest to respond to the call. It makes sense, matches the name. But God damn it. Well played to Emma 3 through 7, who are all very real people and not the same person. Whacking on the... Are these... How long can these run on for, is my question. You'd figure there is a certain amount, but whatever. Also, I think we both know that I'm not going to sleep. I'm not as drunk as I'm acting, just having a laugh with my favorite YouTubers. You know, I will admit that, like, you know, when it's late, you just wanna keep watching more YouTube. Why stop watching YouTube when the stream doesn't stop? So why should you stop? I agree on some level with logic. Oh my god, thank you, Emma9. What? How? Who has these both the deep pockets and the silly idea of, like, you know, the thing I need most in the world right now is for Toycat to think there is a ludicrous number of Emmas. Because you have succeeded in your goal, but you've also added a lot of confusion to the world today. And I hope that's what you want, because if it's not, then that's a whole thing. Also, either like waffles or evil. So, the Emma army. God damn. You know, we tried. We tried. And this is where we got to. I told my parents I'm doing homework when I'm actually watching you, says Spines. See, don't know if that's a real comment or not. Like, how many people are there who are like, you know, I have homework to... Like, right now, especially. Like, ignoring the usual demographics of this channel, making that unlikely. How many people really are there who are like, yep, without my parents' permission, I can't watch Toycat streams. Also, this is, like, the way the ice spreads is super weird. I almost feel like we need to do some more over there. But I like this. I think if we just make that... Wait, if we can bridge this connection over to there... No, we shouldn't. It'd, like, connect to, like, 3 corners. Should we do it? Oh, I don't want to do it, but I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted. Maybe we should. Maybe we shouldn't. It's just so much... It's so much extra block placing for so little extra payoff. No, it looks good. It looked really nice. Do it? Don't do it. No. I feel like the best... Oh, wait, there's a block over there. I feel like the best, like, balance between doing it and not doing it would be probably, like... Also, we need to get the scaffolding back. And still, like... There's still a few blocks, like, there and around there. We should do a lot of these things, really. I'm not in UK time. What time is it for you, says Charlie D? It's 1:46 AM, actually. You know, this is a reminder. It's very late. I think we've done a good job at finishing this. I'm like 99% sure. Like, most of the things we need to place are placed now, right? I'm considering, like, adding a ghast fireball. But other than that, I think we did a nice job here. It's treason, then. See, I think we probably should put a few more snow blocks in this little snowy area, and that one there, too. I definitely want to get the polar bear. Also, thank you, I'm amazing, for becoming a member on the channel. Should we go get a polar bear again? I mean, we have a rabbit. A polar bear is not too far of a stretch, right? Genuine patient, how do you have the patience? Genuine question, how do you have patience for this? I give up to 2 stacks of ice. I enjoy it a lot personally. That's as sure as you are that you don't have any children. I'm not convinced. You got me there. You got me there. But speaking of got me there, this stream has got me there, as in to the climax of the stream. If you enjoyed it, then that's good. That's ideal. If you didn't enjoy it, then I'm sorry. I didn't want to disappoint you this hard. Reminded me of being, remind me of middle school all over again. But if you enjoyed this, then give me a thumb up. If you didn't enjoy it, don't give me a thumb up. Yeah, that's about all I have to say. Tomorrow I'm thinking of doing a drinking stream with melon juice and melons. But we'll see for sure. Who knows? Thank you for watching. Wait, I'm going to just vanish off the side of the screen. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're somehow new around here. Wait, according to this, 64 people have subscribed today. To all of you, thank you for coming along. Actually, wait, do you want to see some stats? Let's show you some stats. So, if you look right here, you can see... Okay, so stream... Cat... if you want to see yourself chat, say something in chat right now. So here's what it looks like for me. as you can see, lots of fun details. Oh, look, someone just became a new member. Do you see that in the bottom right? This thing here? Huh. Thank you, Brody Privet. Anyway, I don't know where that's coming from. But you can see, one, here's how the viewers went up and down. Like, we started, and there was 3 people, and then there was, like, over the next, like, 20 minutes, a few hundred people joined. And more people joined as the stream went on. You can see how chat... This is the moment where I asked everyone, I think. If you've never left a comment, leave one. 762 people left a comment that minute. And then also you can see here's the overall number of people. And it's just gone way up as it's gone along. So yeah, there are some stats. I've got viewer activity. I wonder what that is. Oh, these are all the things. Thank you, Brody Privet. Thank you, the noob. And thank you to everyone, indeed, who came along today. Because the stream is healthy. The stream is very healthy. Thank you for watching, because I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Thank you, Peacocking Fop. That is an odd name. See ya. Tomorrow for a video. Or a live stream. Or both.